Jerk! Let's go! Cam's a shit kicker, 2 bombs in the lead. Soul Dragon Cougar's no time for fatigue. And he's a shit talker, stirring up the show. Never played a shift, but he's ready to go.
Welcome into the Cam and Strick Podcast, episode number
351. Yoink, let's
no, it's
go.
Not. No, it's not.
What is it?
353.
353. Yoink, let's go.
Why'd you say the wrong number?
Because I forgot what he said.
You ever have somebody like that who you work with, like you make an honest mistake? Like, why'd you do that?
Because I fucked up.
Like, dude, I know I did.
Yeah,
Hey,
I work with a guy right here that does that.
hey, you know you messed up on that, right?
Yeah, I do. I know I messed up.
You know you were wrong on that.
You're wrong, Cam. You're wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, I know. I fucked up, and I just corrected myself. It's all good.
No, you were wrong.
I know. Some bitch.
I'm sitting a little further back today because we have our new sign up here on the...
It's going to fall down. It's going to fall down. But we like Blue Note Roofing.
I barbecued like a son of a bitch, boy.
Yeah, and he likes to post about all kinds of different things, but especially when he gets steaks, and then he posts that he has the steak, but then he doesn't post after you cook
Am I supposed to do the...
Well, if you're going to do one, do the other. Be like, this is a before and after, but you won't do that because you probably done fucked it up.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd
you make it?
It was good. Maybe a little bit.
How'd you make it?
A little bit
How'd
too
you
long.
do it?
I did it on the Traeger.
Of course you
Because
did.
I'm a Traeger ambassador,
Yeah.
so that's what I typically do.
What'd you season it with?
Honestly, this time, true story.
Yeah.
Just butter and olive oil.
Butter and olive oil, no seasoning on it?
I put a little bit of
That's
like...
the stupidest.
No.
You are...
I put a little bit of...
You're goofy.
No, I'm not.
You don't season your steak?
I put a
You should have seasoned that like hours beforehand and let it sit in the fridge.
I did.
No, you didn't. You just told me, so now you're lying because you know I'm going to call you
What
up.
do you mean?
Wow.
I did put a little bit of seasoning on it.
Tell the truth.
I put a little bit of like Quebec seasoning.
You know.
You ever
I just
heard
put
of...
butter and oil on
You
there.
ever hear of...
Gross.
You ever hear of Quebec seasoning?
Gross.
You don't...
You're not a good cook. It's all good.
Dude, I'm a great
But you
cook.
brag about it. That's why I gave you shit.
No,
if you're a bad
no,
cook and you just like, yeah, I'm
no.
a bad cook, I'd be like, yeah, you're cool.
No.
But when you brag about it, just like you brag about other things, and I got to put you down, and I'm like, no, you're not a good cook. It's okay.
Well, how could you say that?
Because you don't eat. You don't even eat what you cook, so how do you know it's good?
Dude, it was amazing. I did eat the steak.
You did?
Like, how big a steak will you typically eat?
You know, one of these bad boys.
Well,
if it's a
okay,
ribeye,
no, we go by ounces.
You know,
in the,
thick, even a
we
thick
go,
one.
We go by ounces.
I'll eat a fat ass pirate steak too. You know?
Really?
Oh God, yeah.
From the pig?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring you some because I've got some pork tenderloins. I don't know about that yet.
Tenderloin's okay. I'm not a big tenderloin.
Do you know
kinda
it's
guy.
very nutritious?
Yeah, I mean all that stuff's pretty good for you, I guess. I don't know.
So there's a theory.
No, I'm not worried about
There's
it.
a theory,
I
and
drink all day.
being a Traeger ambassador, I've learned about this from in the community. You know,
Yeah.
in the grilling community, a lot of different people out there to talk to, but people don't like to eat the fat, Cam. But the fat not only gives the steak flavor, but it's actually very nutritious.
Tell
too.
me more about it. No shit.
Do you eat the fat?
Oh yeah.
You do.
God, yeah. Even when I was a kid, people would cut the fat off. I'm like, give me that. You know.
I think it's good for you.
it's fat. It's not that good.
So
for
I
everybody.
got this fresh corn
Yeah,
from
I'll eat them carn.
from a local farm here in town.
Yep.
It smelled my whole house up, though, dude.
These are riveting stories. You got nothing, do you?
It
I mean,
smelled
no
the
one-
whole house
like,
up.
no
I
one
had it sitting there
cares.
for
No
a
one
day or
cares.
two
I got fucked
before
over.
I cooked it.
I got fucked over all weekend.
What happened
It
to you?
fucking sucks, man. And it's the worst feeling in the world when you're a homeowner. When you walk downstairs and you see your beautiful basement covered with 3
Oh,
inches
my
of
God.
water.
I'm so sorry. We should have talked about that
It's
first.
god awful ordeal. Why it's happening, I don't know
Are
yet.
you blaming the old lady next door who's putting in the pool?
She used to work for Channel 5.
What does that mean?
I don't know if
Did
you
she
knew-
retire?
Yeah, she retired.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful
what happens
woman.
when you get old.
You know,
You retire.
your neighbors worked in India before they came here.
Oh my God!
You know, but
They're IT.
But
He's very
God,
smart.
I woke up and I walked downstairs. I'm like, oh my God, it's the most horrific feeling ever. It didn't even rain that hard, so now I'm kind of like, what the fuck is going on? So there's something backed up around my house, and I know it's probably going
Can
to cost
that
out
happen?
the ass. You know,
Can that
it's
happen?
brutal.
If your neighbors are putting in a pool on both sides of you, could that force the pressure
I don't know.
to
But my
crack
neighbor did put a pool in.
and flood your neighbor? Your
He put
basement?
I think it's like 42 footer, so it's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't. I've had catastrophic floods out there since I've been there for 6 years. This wasn't even a bad flood, and it happened 2 days in a row. So something is off on where
Oh,
the
it
water's
flooded 2 days in a row?
Yeah, it flooded a little bit with this little storm. We're like, what is that? And then the next day, it stormed throughout the night. We walked down the whole basement's 3 inches of water. So that sucks, man. And then I got to roll all the carpeting up, and so you don't get black mold. It's just a big cleanup. And I've been out all day. Poor Kate's been at home, so she's got some help. Yeah, it's just one of those things that you deal with, man. I've been going through that for a long time in Eureka and stuff like that. Eureka used to get flooded all the time, but nothing worse than walking
Dude,
downstairs.
I'm sorry that
fucking
happened to you.
You don't care.
And I'll tell you this: when I first saw that you texted that, it rocked me.
Texted it. Sure it did.
It did.
And he didn't care about any of that stuff.
It rocked me, dude.
I'd probably come out and help you, but if I
No, I'm gonna come out today.
do it.
I can't actually
do
today.
it. Ty's got practice.
No, we got something else today.
No, it's all good, man.
But I'll get out
figure
there.
it out. Yeah, help me
this week.
But I don't hold your breath when Andy's going to help
I'll
you.
supervise. I like to supervise the cleanup and tell kind of people point what to do and where to go.
We saw
now. It used to be back in the day when you had a flood, you would go get these vacuums that would suck it all up from like grocery stores. You could like rent them out and stuff. I don't know if they still do that, but I can hook you up with a plumber or something.
I got some guys.
Does your house smell bad?
The basement does.
It's moldy.
You know, the basement does. And that sucks. But so I'm going to have to fix that bad boy. I saw that Hulk Hogan died. And you look up stuff with Hulk Hogan, man, it's interesting because you don't realize how many people don't like him.
Well, when you have a racist tirade, that's what happens.
I forgot that he did that. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
So they all liked him prior to that.
They loved him. He was a superstar, man. And he might have been one of the most popular people in the world.
Oh, he was.
You know, even after Rocky III, when he came out as Thunder Lips, when I was young, I saw that. I'm like, this motherfucker is gigantic.
Yeah, it was probably a little bit before your time.
But I remember seeing that as a kid. I'm like, who the fuck? And then you see who Hulk Hogan is, and you live up through the 80s. I had his little stuffed animal thing, or that stuffy that you grab and you beat the shit out of it. And you had the Ultimate Warrior too. He had a crazy life, man.
Were you a Hulkamaniac?
Big time. And then you know what happened?
Do you think his hair's real?
Yeah, and it went away.
What do you mean it went away?
Well, he was balding at like age 30.
Yeah, but he always kept the long,
and he put his thing
hair.
on. I think it looked awesome. That was his look.
With his Fu Manchu was incredible.
And he was jacked, dude. And he was American hero. And he had that song, I am a real American, fight for what's right for every man. Yeah, baby. I love that song.
He took steroids.
God, yeah, they all did, dude.
Was he in E.T. too?
No, but he was in Paradise, Thunder Paradise. He had some movies out.
Great reality show.
He had a reality show as well. Then he fucking banged out Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, who was really hot.
But he took down that media company. He made millions of dollars.
He made a ton of money because...
I thought he lost a bunch of money somewhere too.
Sure. Yeah, in the divorce. I think she divorced him and took a shit
That was his
ton.
wife that he was with forever.
Yeah.
And he had his daughter, beautiful daughters.
Daughter, right? I thought one and two, Brooke and Nick, I thought.
Yeah,
and then Nick started getting D-dubs left and right. You know what I mean?
Brooke was beautiful. Just a...
big girl.
Just a warm...
You couldn't handle Brooke.
What do you mean?
You're too little.
Oh, my God.
She would have owned your soul.
How could you say that?
Because she's a bigger woman. Nothing wrong with it. She's just bigger than you. No big deal.
No.
So some men probably couldn't handle her, and you'd be one of them. No big deal. Who
I've
cares?
never really been with a woman bigger than me.
We know. Never been with them. No shit.
Bigger than me.
We know. It's all good.
I mean, like...
You're not that sexually active. It's all good.
You're into what you're into.
Sophie Cunningham, you're not going to dip into that if you...
No,
yeah.
But I'm talking like... Well,
And
what do you
long
mean by
legs.
her being bigger? Is she taller?
She's tall and thick. But I thought she's a good-looking girl. Yeah. And then they all hated each other, and shit went down. And like, it was this fucking drama fest. And, him and Ozzy outlived what they should have. You know what I mean? They should have probably died a long time ago. Like, Hulk, he used to be 6'7". Now he died at like 6'2" because his back surgeries and shit, man. He was walking around like, he's so fucking beat up. He's like, I landed so many times on my ass just from the thunder drop with his leg. He's like, I had so many surgeries, it shortened me up by like 5 inches. It's really interesting.
Well, wrestling can be very dangerous.
Yeah, it's really dangerous, man. Ask him.
A lot of those wrestlers don't feel
I wouldn't want to do it.
Listen, I do feel bad because he went through so many injuries and had some, physical ailments. But think about how many wrestlers who are going to the local wrestling club, Cam, every Friday night performing in front of 250
Yeah.
people, doing the
Beating the shit out of
same
each other.
same stuff, suffering the same injuries,
No
and
no
not
healthcare.
making millions of dollars.
Yeah, and they're being extra crazy. Like those backyard wrestling kind of became big in the 90s and whatnot. I remember being on a AAA team. Our second backup goalie was into wrestling, and his grandmother that took him everywhere would show us video of what they would do in their backyard. And it's not just like pile driving people. It's like taking a thing of tacks.
Did he have a ring?
It's like taking a thing of tacks like this, kabap, and bashing you in the back with tacks, and then throwing you on glass and then cutting you in the face. Like, what the fuck is this?
Why would they do that? Because that doesn't exist in real wrestling.
Yes, it does.
Tax?
Yeah, throwing guys on tacks and cutting their face with something and throwing them off onto a glass table and crazy shit.
What kind of wrestling are you watching?
Maddie, you could tell how ignorant he is with
No.
stuff. Like, look at any match. Look at Rick.
What are you talking about? You're
Look
cutting each other with glass?
Yeah, absolutely. They all did.
You mean the foreign object in their hand?
Yeah, I mean, they're
Oh.
cutting each other with this.
Okay.
They're throwing each other off of fucking shit. Look at Mick
Yeah,
Foley,
but
what he
about
did.
the tax?
Yeah, like putting a bunch of tacks on the ground and throwing them off something 30 feet high. They land, boom, right on the
Dude,
tacks.
that's like a Vegas, like Houdini.
No, they did
type.
that in a WWF. But when you're trying to move up in the ranks and like trying to get noticed, like you do crazier things. And I just remember this kid I played hockey with. He'd show us video of him like doing that stuff in the backyard. And I'm like, give me the fuck away
Did
from this.
he end up becoming a professional wrestler?
Oh hell nah.
I used to think I was going to become one.
We know. Andy's everything. Andy's everything. So anyway, we lost two big boys, and I think you could throw the guy from
Who's the other one?
the dude from the Cosby Show.
Oh,
What's his
Malcolm
name?
Jamal
Yeah,
Warner.
who's supposed to be a really good dude.
Great dude.
Drown. And you asked if he could swim, and I don't know if he could, but even if you can, you're still going to get sucked out by that rip current anyway.
What ocean was it in? Because I was
in
just
Puerto Rico, so it must have been the Gulf of
I was
Mexico.
just in the Pacific, so I was just curious.
Must have been the Gulf of Mexico.
And the Pacific Ocean that I was in was very
Angry?
heavy. It was angry.
Yeah.
Angry waves
There's
there.
big waves down there, baby.
So Malcolm Jamal Warner,
We
Jamal
talked
Warner,
about him last episode.
Did we?
Yeah,
You sure?
I think
'Cause
so.
I think Bill Cosby came out and made some comments and did an interview.
Your boy?
Bill Cosby. Went and saw him
How's he
live
still
one time.
alive, that son of a bitch? Rapey poo. You know who else is getting a lot of flack? I told you his name, Pedro Pascal. What a fucking weirdo he is.
The actor?
Yeah, he was in like, if you go to a movie theater right now, he's in this one and that one and this one and that one. And apparently he has anxiety.
Mhm.
And he has to touch other women like this
What do you mean?
in order to relax him when he's doing interviews and whatnot. And he was on the movie, the show, The Last of Us, with that one girl who's not very attractive. I'm sure he didn't do that to her. It's always around attractive women where he gets touchy-feely
Yeah.
because of his anxiety. What a fucking weirdo.
Okay, I don't know much about that.
Well, I mean, look
I
look
don't- I
around
don't
here
know
and there.
much
Maddie,
about
did you
that
see that
story.
too? Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Okay.
Keep up. So this really odd. Some of these actors, they're so goofy.
Mhm.
I have anxiety. So I need to touch you.
I'll tell you what.
There's a pic. There's actually because they're all married, right? So I think he was in an Avengers movie or whatnot, and his co-star is beautiful. She's pregnant from another guy, and like they're literally doing interviews together, Andy, and they're touching each other, like literally, like holding
And
each
she
other.
didn't
Like,
like that.
no, she's doing it to him too.
Oh.
It's really odd.
So what's the story?
He's got anxiety. Okay.
No. What's the story? Like, why is this? Is he being
everybody's-
sued?
No, everybody's like watching all these videos of him doing stuff. They're like, look at this fucking weirdo. And so it came out that he's got anxiety, and he likes it when he's around. It's always women. He's not touching men. Funny how that works. And the women have to caress him
Oh
and
my
help
god!
him.
And
Andy.
he tells them that.
Yeah, he's got anxiety. What a psycho.
Do you like to be touched?
Fuck no. Hell nah. Hell nah. Do you like to be touched?
Depends on who's doing the touching.
Oh,
I like
yeah?
it when my
Name
wife.
one other person that you like to get touched by. That's
You
not
know,
Lori.
I'll,
No.
I make my.
You
I'll have my daughters like
touch you?
step on my back and stuff like that.
They might hurt you.
You're
You're fragile.
I like to
Don't
get,
have anybody step on your back like Andre
Why?
the Giant used to do. Because you're fragile. And they'll step in your back. That's
I'm pretty solid.
you know what I mean?
Pretty solid. I will say this. Occasionally I'll give a movie review, and I've been known
You would
to,
like Happy Gilmore too.
Happy Gilmore 2. I gave it 5 stars.
So dumb. Dumb. I was in
I gave it 5 stars.
I know, you tweeted it too. Everybody's chirping you. But
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
It's half and half. It's like basically
the movie sucked.
No, it didn't.
It sucked for me.
You don't understand.
And I
it.
was get out of here. I was in the best mood ever. This was pre-flood, and my mind was right.
PF.
PFBC. My mind was right. The puppies were good. I had goddamn good pizza from Jet's Pizza. Very thick. Damn good pizza.
That's terrible pizza.
Don't care.
It's greasy. It's like it might as well say Pizza Hut on the box.
It's thick.
It's made you sick
It's
more
thick.
than I ever know.
That could be true.
And you've complained. You come in complaining
Maddie,
about Jet's Pizza.
Sometimes it's so goddamn good. I'm going to eat myself into a goddamn coma, and then I'm going to shit my brains out. It is what it is. That's how good it is. So I'm in a good mood. I got everything I need around me, and I'm like, let's watch this, Kate. We put it on.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah. Yes, I watched the whole thing.
And you laughed.
And the ending was the worst thing ever.
Why? What was wrong with the ending?
They had to step on the thing. Who was the guy? The other main character, as far as
His car wouldn't start.
The guy he's going against in the match at the end, and the was the kid from The Sixth Sense. The little kid.
Is that who that was?
Hazley Osmond.
The badass golfer on the other team?
Yeah, who's like a little nerdy looking dude.
In the Maxi League?
The Maxi Pad League. How stupid is that? Stupid.
I don't think they call it the Maxi Pad League.
The chick that was in the first Happy Gilmore, the hot one that he wheeled. The hot
Is that his wife now?
Yeah,
because the dance teacher is his real wife.
She died in the first 3 seconds.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the hot one.
Yeah, but then she was like shown throughout.
Not really. Not as much as I thought, because she was a badass actress and she's really good looking. She aged great. She looks fantastic.
Yeah, but that's the storyline.
And then Adam
he had
Sandler,
4 kids in
they're all his kids.
4 years.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
The funny thing was him drinking out of every little
Everything.
thing. People are like mad about that. How dare you? Like, shut up. But that was funny to me, where he takes a little thing of
no matter what it was,
like
golf
you're an
clubs,
alcoholic.
whatever.
Like that's kind of like normal. You know what I mean? You have it hidden everywhere. But then I laughed a couple times.
Yeah.
I like the cameos from the golfers. All the other cameos.
They were great.
All the other cameos, god awful.
I thought Ben Stiller was great.
Sure, he could have had a bigger role. You know, he could have been.
The one
wasn't
character
mean.
that I didn't feel like fit his description or his role was the guy who was in charge of the Maxi Pad League. With the eye patch, who had the bad breath. He said it was genetic.
Was he a director for Hidden Gem? Or
I don't know.
Like?
He
sucked.
he ended up. It was fine, but I just felt like maybe they could have found a different.
No hockey guys in that. Did you notice any hockey players?
No, not a golfer. It's a golf movie.
It's a hockey golf movie.
Sure.
Travis Kelce.
Travis
Yeah,
Kelce was in there. You think he was terrible?
It didn't make me laugh. Like
Well,
it didn't make me.
He's not going to make you laugh.
Well, somebody needs to.
His character wasn't there to be a comedian.
Somebody needs to. Like it was not that
Well,
funny.
what about Shooter McGavin? He's great.
Yeah, I liked him. I liked that premise where he came back and they teamed up a little bit.
How about the fact that the big giant, like his son is there?
That was an NBA player, wasn't it?
Maybe.
But it looked exactly like the old guy.
Yeah.
But even
then Eminem
okay.
came back as the
Stupid.
son, as the guy who was saying "jackass."
Stupid.
Like, it's great. How it is? I mean,
I'm weird about
I don't
movies,
know what
man.
you're expecting.
I wasn't expecting
It
any.
was a great
Make
direct
me
to-
laugh. You did it only a couple times, and I was stoned out of my mind. I should have been laughing my ass off, and I just didn't.
I was, and it was a great direct to streaming movie.
That's what I like. I don't want to go to goddamn movie theater.
Hell
Are you
no.
out of your damn mind?
Hell no.
I'm like, oh, it's on right now.
Yes.
I watched Happy Gilmore 2 days before this.
The first one?
First one still laughed.
And how do you like that one?
Terrible. Just sucked. And I
Oh no, the first one.
first one was one of the top comedies of its time.
Okay, but listen, Anchorman 2, Zoolander 2. There's a couple.
didn't watch
They're
them.
never. I don't watch those either. They're never going to be as good as the first one. This one,
It just wasn't good.
I just thought for what it was, man, it was like it's just made me laugh. I enjoyed it.
Are you doing okay? I heard The View is taking a hiatus.
Are they?
Yeah.
Didn't hear
I'm
that.
sorry, dude.
Okay. What's going
Maddie,
on?
I don't know, and I'm kind of worried about it. Okay. I'm worried. Now, I was thinking about you
I'm worried about
and
Joy.
Lori.
Worried about
I
Joy.
know, Joy. She's such a sweet woman.
What's she gonna do
Whoopi
with
Goldberg's
herself?
so smart. She's so incredibly smart.
Great hair.
Great hair. Beautiful woman.
The View is going away.
On a hiatus.
Are they CBS?
What the heck's going on? I don't fucking
ABC?
know.
What are they?
I don't know.
Because CBS
Okay.
is making some changes right now. They just got rid of the,
I thought you
the
were-
late.
I didn't mean to
show.
break it to you live during the podcast. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, you should have
So-
told me before. I don't know how to react to this.
Well, you're going to turn on the TV tomorrow and you're going to be like, son of a bitch. They'll be back.
You know who was great on The View? McConaughey.
He ran their show.
Didn't he?
You're trying to get me? I like him a lot. Damn.
Stephen A. was okay too.
You know who's the best?
Stephen A. wasn't bad either.
Norm McDonald on there.
He go on there?
Oh, yeah. He was on there one time talking about Bill Clinton being a murderer, and they were losing their shit so bad.
Why would he be a murderer?
Bill and Hillary?
Who'd they kill?
Look at the list.
They're on the Epstein list.
Look. Oh, God, yeah. He is fucking right. About 22 times. But, there's a lot of weird connections with people
Trump
that
is
were
on the list, too, you know.
And going to the island?
So going
to the island?
So
I don't think so.
Maxime, I think he's
going to the island?
I don't know. He
that's the list I'm talking
there's
about.
There's pictures that have come out of Epstein at his wedding and stuff like that.
They were friends until they weren't.
Okay.
Just like he was friends with everybody else.
So Maxine Waters, is that her name? Maxine,
what?
What's the girl's name?
Maxine Waters?
No, Maxine.
She was a politician.
Maxine.
What?
The girl
who
was the assistant for Epstein, who's now in prison.
Ghislaine.
Is that her name?
Ghislaine. But it's spelled like Ghislaine.
No, it's not, dude. Is it really?
Ghis. Ghislaine.
Is she going to... So they're talking to her now.
Yeah. She'll die.
You don't think he'll pardon her and get her out?
Who? Trump? I would say probably not. Pardon her.
How about that?
I would say talk, and then you get special treatment in jail.
There's a politician, that I was reading about today. I don't even know where she's out of. She's very attractive, and her son keeps getting arrested and stuff like that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, but I probably will.
Why are their families always so messed up?
What do you think? Politicians aren't around as much as you think. Why are a lot of pro athletes kids don't turn out the way they want them? I mean, it's just, there's a lot that goes on.
Yoink.
You know what I mean? So, what is that?
Breaking my fast. This is Orange Crush, baby. Orange Fury. From
how about
First Farm?
I know you're getting a little flack from I don't know what you tweeted. I think you tweeted out. How's everybody doing? And how's everybody? What is everybody thinking about this Hockey Canada?
No, can I?
What'd you say?
Can I set it up?
Yeah,
because I want your honest opinion.
I'll tell you my honest.
Was this bad that I asked this question?
Not at all.
I tweeted this right when all the verdicts were coming down.
Yeah,
and we probably got through the fifth verdict. And everyone on Twitter, like I'm scrolling through, it's like, I can't keep up with everybody's. I want to know what people are thinking. So I say, what is the, let me go to it exactly.
Like, what's everybody thinking about?
It really rattled me. I'm not going to lie, because some stuff I just don't ever want to.
What rattled you? The verdict?
No. What's a few people. 99% of the people responded were giving me their honest opinion, their reaction to the verdicts coming down.
Yeah.
Like, were you surprised? Were you not surprised? Are you
what
upset?
Do you think?
Are you angry?
You read the transcripts of everything, yeah.
So I said, what's the reaction from hockey fans on today's not guilty verdicts? That's all I said.
It's a simple question.
And, then I did say you'd have to think the players will be reinstated prior to the upcoming season. Now, I did talk to somebody with the league, and I included it in this tweet.
Yeah.
I said, according to a league source, the NHL is going to review the decision, go through their own process before allowing the 5 players back into the league. So I don't think they just snap their fingers and say you're reinstated. I think they want to,
let it chill out, maybe
breathe a little bit.
For sure.
Now,
and that's fine.
Will they be reinstated prior to training camp? Is it going to be
so.
prior to the season? Like, when is this going to happen? I
don't know, but they fucked up, meaning you don't put yourself in that situation for bad things to happen. I don't care if she wants it or not. Don't put yourself in that situation. Even if
a lot of people lost their jobs over this.
No
stuff.
shit.
Hockey Canada people and all this.
Yeah, of course, man. No, and those guys, man, got their names dragged through the mud. Even if a guy just walked in there and was just like, "What's up?" Like, he's part of it. So, it's not good. Don't ever. We've talked about this a million times. Don't put yourself in that situation where a girl wants to invite multiple guys.
That's the
you
learning.
Don't do that. That does happen. People are like, "How'd this happen?" Trust me, that happens. Girls want that. Believe it or not, I know you might not think so. My sweet daughter would never do that. Oh yeah. Oh, really? So you got to watch those situations, and it's not a good look, and it's not a good look for the NHL or for those guys. Get the fuck out of those weird situations. You want to go back one-on-one with a girl? Fine. Don't bring anybody else in the room. It's weird. Stop doing that. It's nothing good happens from it. but you still didn't commit any crimes. And you lost money, and maybe no one's going to touch
Reputation.
you. Your reputation's been dragged to the mud. Anywhere you go, you're this, you're that. People in Canada, half the fucking country's still going to hate you no matter what, man.
Maybe more than half.
More than half, maybe.
That's why some people are like, Carter Hart, Edmonton should sign Carter Hart. And listen.
Get out of that, Canada.
I agree that maybe they need a goaltender, and, you hope you give some enough time. Hopefully he gets his game back in order.
No shit. Like, is he practicing?
Right.
Like, what are these guys doing?
Well, a couple of them played in the KHL. One played in Slovakia, I know. So, I mean, a couple of them have been playing. But, in terms of Carter Hart signing in Edmonton, and this is nothing against Edmonton or anything, but, like, it was such a major story in Canada.
Gigantic.
I just think if you have an opportunity to maybe not play in a market that's going to be so heavy media driven and this story is going to be brought up, I would go to a quieter market.
I agree.
If I were them. Have you checked on Rick? Do we know how Rick is doing by any chance or no?
Rick Westhead?
Mm-hmm.
You one of those guys.
Has he
guilty
commented
so bad.
or anything? Or?
I saw him in some interviews. He played it pretty good. I don't think he voiced an opinion on how it went down, but I just see on Twitter.
Well, I just think
rapists. These guys are rapists.
Right.
No, they're not.
I think the way
they're not.
The story
So
was covered and introduced from day one. It was presented like these were the worst kids on the face of the earth.
Read what went down, and like she's begging for it, and they filmed her afterwards. They're all happy and doing this and doing that, and then all of a sudden you come out.
But
it's
you know
really
what I'm
odd.
saying? Don't you feel like the way the coverage was by some of those who were leading the coverage, specifically with Canadian networks,
my God.
that it was it was slanted,
a closed case deal right off the bat. Like these guys are fucked. Like this is
like there was some type of agenda. It felt like was attached to the coverage.
Yeah, they wanted these guys to be guilty, and if you really look at the evidence, it's like Jesus.
And I just bring up Rick's name because he was
all
front
over
and center.
Yeah, I was watching. I read everything he said,
and I did want to hear what he had to say after the verdicts came down.
Let's get him on.
And he was so quiet.
That's right.
He didn't tweet out anything.
I know
he couldn't wait to tweet every time. An 8-year-old kid who plays in Toronto went to the head of their organization and said, somebody called me a name on the ice.
He's there.
He's like putting it out on social media every single day. We had Kevin Lowe on with us.
Oh, man.
Who called him out personally.
We didn't even post that.
No. Who called him out prior to coming on with us. And then he did it again when he came on with us.
You should post that anyway.
And, well, I'm just saying, like, there is a perception and an opinion out there of some of these journalists who have been front and center in the coverage that it wasn't covered fair, or maybe there was some type of agenda to attack the sport in general, try to kill the game of hockey.
Try to change the game, try to say it's toxic.
And
these are toxic
and let
kids.
me just say this, like, I wasn't pulling for them to be innocent or guilty. I just wanted to allow the facts to come out.
Oh, yeah.
And if they did something that is criminal, then 1,000% they should pay the piper for doing something that is illegal and that's criminal. But if they didn't, you have to cover it as such. And if he's found not guilty by a female judge who came out with the rulings,
female judge. Yep.
I think, these players certainly deserve a second chance.
She lied about her story. It's covered. And she lied about how intoxicated she was. There's video. There's people. There's witnesses. I mean, if you really read up on it, you're like, no. Is this still embarrassing for the kids? God, yeah. Is it embarrassing for the poor girl? Yeah. Did she put the onus on her? Like, she invited that? Yeah, she did. So could the players played that differently? Fuck yeah. But it's nothing illegal that happened. And they got dragged through the mud.
What was his response?
He didn't give an opinion. He just talked about what the verdict was and how it went down. So he didn't say this is ridiculous. He kind of didn't say anything. I watched everything, every one of his clips.
Didn't the judge basically say she didn't believe her story?
No, and she's been lying, and she changed her story. And
I think she said she wasn't credible.
There it is. Yeah,
and
exactly.
by saying you're not credible, you're basically saying you're not telling the truth.
No, you're not. And I think she already got paid out too.
She did.
So it's like, what are we doing here? My daughter would never do that. Oh yeah. Just like your kid goes out and does something crazy, and you're like, how'd this happen? Well, look at his fucking look, just watch him a little bit more. You'll know that he or she's like this.
So anyway,
it's all good.
So a lot of the response
they know they didn't.
I got was very just
It's mixed. It's a mixed
it,
bag.
it was a
It's
mixed bag.
Andy. It's a mixed
No,
bag.
I don't mind people that have their opinion.
Sure.
If people feel like they're guilty.
You
or-
posted that,
Mhm.
and I saw people that are supposed to be virtue signal. How dare people do bad, good, bad, good? I'm on good. I'm on the right side of history. I'm on the right side. How dare you? Don't mock this. You don't do this. Blah, blah, blah. I'm virtue signaling. They wanted you to die.
Yes.
They said, "Go die, Andy. Go die," like meaning kill yourself. Well, because you post, "Hey, what's everybody thinking about this fucking verdict?" And you have people that virtue signal every single day that are part of a different team that said, "Go die, Andy."
Die.
And I'm thinking, just all you got to do is go #Bell Let's Talk. That's all you got to do back to them. Aren't you #Bell Let's Talk for
One
mental health?
person
You want
said-
me to go kill myself? I have 3 kids. You want me to go kill myself because I tweeted
You
this out?
sound like
Are you out of your
father
fucking
never loved you.
Bell? Let's talk.
That's what she said to me.
Bell, let's talk.
That's what someone said to me.
How dare you say that to me? I got mental health problems, aren't we? Bell, let's talk. #. Go die because I asked a fucking question. You're psychotic.
Your father never loved you.
Did your father
Bell,
love
let's
you?
talk. Bell, let's talk.
You should say that. Your father wasn't around, Andy. Why don't you say no? My fucking father wasn't around, and my mom was a single mother, and I had to grow up and do my own thing, and I was away from her a lot, and I still got to where I'm at with 3 kids. Bell, let's talk.
Jesus. You're gonna get me emotional.
Well, God, they told you to go kill yourself. Go die, Andy. Okay.
So
What if you did?
So somebody, was
Psychotic.
messaging me crazy, like sending me a bunch of messages. I answered them on Twitter in a private message in a very respectful way,
yeah.
and I gave the
Psycho.
honest truth. Okay, look, they're sending me all this stuff. You're a scumbag. I hope you think of your kids next time you post your thoughts about rape and all this type of stuff.
Well, I wouldn't want my
I'm
daughter inviting a bunch of hockey players in
And I'm
the
like,
room.
what?
No
And
shit.
So I responded on a direct message.
Yeah.
Can I read my response to you?
Yes, absolutely. It's better than you telling a story about San Diego. Go ahead.
So I respond and I say, I'll only respond because I have no idea what you're talking about. And you couldn't have misread the tweet any more than you did. It's a divisive topic and one that garnered lots of attention. And I'm gauging the temperature of the hockey community. Is that okay? You think I'm supporting any particular person
two
or
daughters.
individual? Please, I appreciate it if you didn't accuse me of that.
Piss me off.
He takes my message and he posts it.
Let me see who that is. I don't know that motherfucker.
Post my message. And then he says on
'Cause
Twitter,
he's better than you.
I would never do this. I think it's wrong to post someone's direct message.
But I'm gonna do it
but
anyway.
I'm going to do it because he wouldn't give his opinion publicly, but gave it.
Psycho.
And he goes,
Cuckoo.
and he goes, and
Cuckoo.
he says something like he wasn't responding to me. I'm like, what are you talking about? I wasn't responding to you. I was
Don't
responding
even.
to your messages.
Fucking nerd.
And then he's like, it's a divisive topic. It's rape.
No, it's not. Dummy.
They just had a trial.
You dummy. You're dumb.
Are you gauging
Stupid
the
ass.
temperature of rape?
Stupid.
I would love to hear what you're gauging the temperature of. Anyway, so he put that message on
Drives me
Twitter,
nuts.
and then that's when I was told to go die by another prominent
die.
person who's all over this stuff.
Bell, let's talk.
Then they took that tweet down of them copy and pasting my response to this private conversation we're having.
Fucking
And I've said
psycho.
this before. I don't like people that take private conversations and post them
You're
publicly.
gutless.
We have friends who have done that type of stuff. Yeah.
To us?
No.
I was going to say.
To others. They post private messages
Oh,
and put it
yeah,
public.
Yeah.
I think it's the
Don't
lowest
ever.
form of
You're a scumbag.
lowest form
I'm
of.
virtue signaling. You're a virtue signal.
So I don't care if you're a friend of mine or not. If you do that, it's fucking
Listen,
crossing the line.
They didn't rape her. I'm sorry.
So
it is what
anyway,
it is.
So that was the response. I hope you die or go die, Andy, or like literally die.
You suck.
And now they took that down. Why do you think they erased it?
Because they're probably getting a little flack. Like you want him to die? She's got 3 children. Aren't you on the side of, what do you mean? Aren't you better than that?
Bell, let's talk.
Bell, let's talk. Hashtag Bell, let's talk. I love when everybody posts that, and then all of a sudden you look at their other posts and they're telling you to die.
Anybody you see that
psycho
that wants to put out a Bell, let's talk hashtag,
weirdo.
You should also put out when they like said something as, offensive.
I hope your family dies in a car
exactly.
crash.
Bell, let's talk.
Bell, let's talk.
But they're good people.
I'm for mental health. I hope you die in a car crash because you're tweet asking a question. Get out of here. I saw that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Listen, those guys, man, they fucked up. Don't put yourself in that situation. But it was consensual. It is what it is. Is it goofy to do that with a bunch of other guys? Yes, it is.
Could you make the case that it's wrong?
Could you make it? Yes. Does it look bad for you individually and for the game of hockey?
Would I tell my son, do not go in there?
God, yeah. Do not go in there. You're going to have to. Girls will do that. Guys are bad. They will. There's some guys that will take advantage of women when they're drunk. Yeah, fucking A right, they will. But there's some women that want, they like that kind of thing, and all of a sudden, 3 days later, like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, yeah, you did invite that. Mm-hmm. So it's a weird thing. It's bad for hockey. This whole case sucks. It's bad for all the players. It's bad for the girl. They all could have done something better.
Do you know that it's not just bad for the players who were involved, but other players who were on that team weren't allowed to be eligible for Hockey Canada, international tournaments?
Absolutely. They're all guilty by association.
People are tweeting left and right, trying to guess who was involved and who wasn't early on in the process. Individual players had to come out with like statements.
Yep. They're like, I wasn't even
Carlo even had a statement.
Carlo had to do it. Carlo's like, I wasn't even fucking there. I wasn't even around there.
I wasn't even on that team. So, I mean,
some of these people want to get you, man. They want
and
to
now,
get
like
you.
Robert Thomas, for example, who was on that team, who wasn't involved in the case, now he's eligible to be picked for the Olympic team coming up next year, but he wasn't eligible to play on the Four Nations team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or maybe he was.
No, he was.
There were some
he
others.
Didn't make the team because he got hurt.
But there was some other stuff.
Sure.
Because remember, Cale Makar wasn't eligible to play on
something. No. You're right on that. I don't think it was a Four Nation with Robert Thomas. I think he was expecting to make that team, and he didn't do it because he got injured and whatnot.
Maybe there was something else.
But there's other things that happened, and
like world championships or something like that.
Whatever it is. So no, they were cast to a side, man. Like, no, you're in this.
But everyone's like,
who is it?
Is this guy? This guy? It this? Yeah, exactly. And they're putting out everybody's name who was on that team. And
you guys pick.
And then some players are like, I would like to let everyone know I was not involved.
Just stay away from that kind of bullshit, though. Young players, all you young kids out there, man, that are fucking playing juniors right now, doing your thing. Your hair looks good. You're fucking caught up. You had a fucking 4-goal game. Calm down afterwards. Don't be doing that shit. I don't care if she looks good and she wants to invite you. Oh, let's have fun. Don't do it. Calm down. One-on-one, fine. Be careful with that, too. Shit. All you guys need to be careful with everything.
Did they have her video say this?
Yes.
So is that something you would suggest?
If you have to do that to a woman, you're wheeling the wrong girl. Does that make sense?
Or you're doing something that's not right.
No, it's more like this girl invited me to do a lot of things, and she liked it, but I could, I don't know. Listen, you got to be careful wheeling girls out of the bar, man.
It's always amazing to me that people don't care about whether you're innocent or guilty.
No, they're guilty no matter what happened.
They just want you to be guilty.
Like, how dare you have sex with that girl? Yeah, okay. Am I not allowed to, is that illegal? She's of age. We're all the same age.
They want you to be guilty.
They want you to be guilty. They all wanted it so bad. Because they're like, we were right from the beginning. No, you weren't. Right when you saw the evidence, you're like, wait, what?
What?
Like, what the fuck? She's hanging out afterwards and stuff. Like, what? What?
How much money did she get?
I don't know. Probably a ton. I guess it wasn't enough.
I couldn't live with myself sending somebody to prison for something they didn't do.
Oh, well, fuck. No shit. No shit.
Remember this happened to like Patrick Kane and some other people?
Well, he punched a fucking...
No. He was accused by a woman. Her attorney does a press conference and says her story is so wrong and I can't even represent her.
Really?
Yes.
No, I think I know what you're talking about.
Patty Kane. And they were like, her own attorney fired her. And then she like dropped the story
weird.
Do you think men or women who make these type of false allegations should be criminally charged?
Yes, just like what happened with the baseball player. What's his name?
Yeah, Maurer or whatever.
Trevor Bauer.
Bauer.
And like, is he a good guy? I don't fucking know. Did he do weird things? Did he throw the
but
ball?
He never got
threw the
another
ball.
chance.
He threw the ball out of the stadium one time. So what? So what? This chick was going after guys, and she had that all documented down. I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to get this guy, and she got him and ruined him. And if there's any other cases out there that are public, I don't know. Like, but this girl ruined him. She needs to go to jail. You're goddamn right.
You think this girl, you think she should go to jail?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah. I think she needs something needs to
What
happen
should
to
they
her.
charge her with?
Don't know. Something. She needs to take some heat off that. After you get paid, too, now you're still trying to drag them through the mud? Like, come on. So.
Well, the players...
It's not all the women's fault. It's not all the men's fault.
Do the players have a lawsuit?
Oh, I bet. That's a damn good question, Andy. Oh, I bet. Would you? Shit, yeah. Like, what'd you do? You're goddamn right.
I've never sued anybody in my life.
Neither have I. And I don't want to.
I'm trying to think of like...
You would want to litigate. Don't make me sound like...
Oh,
you would like to
no, my
litigate.
God.
50% of you likes to litigate.
Oh, my God.
I don't like suing people, but if it's a necessary thing you got to do, you know what I mean? But for people sue people for the most minute thing. We were talking about that today.
You work with somebody who's sued a lot of
No
people.
shit. We talked about it today on the radio, and I think back on how I grew up with my dad and all of our subdivision kids. My dad could have got sued
For what?
$50,000 fucking driving a 4-wheeler and flipping it over with people and underage. My dad taking kids in the back of the half-ton truck with no seatbelts in the back, and we're driving through things, and the kid gets his whole fucking head gets cut open.
Are you serious?
Yeah, stuff like that.
What is going on in your
we lived
neighborhood?
down in the middle of the woods.
Who
man.
got his head cut open?
My neighbor, who was cool as
What?
hell.
Did a tree branch hit his head?
No, he hit his head on the steel bar on the back of the flatbed truck that my dad was driving. All of us kids around to another place, something, jumping in, just being crazy at night. Firework wars, where one kid had fucking got cut open with his eye and almost lost his eye. Beating up kids. Like, I got beat up a couple of times. I beat the shit out of a couple kids.
Lawsuit.
What the hell are you talking about?
You getting?
I'm fucking 13 years old. And I fight a neighborhood kid that's 17. He beats the shit out of me. Are you out of your mind? Like, my dad couldn't sue the shit out of that family, or me beating the neighbor kid up who's my age and.
Well, if you have a lot of medical expenses and stuff like that, you want to sue for that coverage.
You get pushed down, you can get sued somebody. What are you talking about?
I'm sensing a lawsuit in regards to this flood in your basement.
I don't want to get too far.
We may have. No, I'm just saying. I know.
They listen.
I'm just saying.
It's weird. It sucks, and I don't know what to do.
I know. Because you can sue somebody who you're friends with and not have it interfere with your friendship.
That is so probably untrue. I mean,
no, I think you can.
We don't need to get. We don't know yet.
So I'm considering putting my phone up or putting Peelsy's calling. Should I answer?
What's it say? Tim Peel 3? No.
I'm considering putting my house up on the market.
Yeah, where are you gonna move?
I don't know.
Whenever I told Andy I was getting a radio gig, he said he was going to move to Idaho for the summer with his family and rent his place out.
No, Airbnb.
That's right.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not doing the pod anymore. I'm going to Idaho.
I didn't say
Andy gets a promotion, and I pump his fucking tires up.
I told you, Cam's the best teammate ever.
I mean,
I'm going to Idaho.
I'm going to Idaho. I'm done with this.
Dude, don't bring that
Andy
up.
got chirped today a little bit because he does deserve a raise with FanDuel. And he signed a new contract, which you deserve.
It's a new era.
Andy acted like he didn't know what was going on. And when they're in San Diego, Lori took a picture.
No, she didn't. She wasn't there.
So Lori took a picture of Andy signing the new contract and posted it like he's a baseball player.
Like I'm a senior in high school picking my college.
And he got chirped a little bit.
Like a 5-star wide receiver.
That was funny. I still
I didn't-
I liked it.
No, you
and
commented.
I commented on it.
I didn't want her to do that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
And she didn't give me a heads up on it.
That's funny though.
So
People were like, "Did Andy sign a contract
So,
with something?" I go, well,
I
"Yeah,
had
you
a
gotta-"
few people really chirp me for it, and it was the most embarrassing thing of all. I
That's
think.
pretty
One of
funny.
the worst things.
And he's like this. When Ty did it with the AAA Blues, that was cool.
hmm
That's what you do when you sign like a professional contract
Yeah.
and stuff like that. When you sign a business contract, you usually don't post it like an athlete would. You know what I mean?
So what do I do?
It's already there. It's fine. I'm not even
'Cause I
chirping you.
said-
If I would have done that, you would have been, oh my God, all over
Can
me.
I-
Andy would have had, he would have chirped me from fucking here to goddamn Timbuktu. You would have posted it. You would have tweeted about it. You would have told everybody to fucking chirp me.
Okay, so
and I just
can
chirp
I-
a little bit on
can
here.
I give
and
you-
You're gonna want to delete it.
Can I give you the answer from my wife's perspective?
He signed it like he's Shohei Ohtani.
Oh my god, dude! I told her to take it down.
I mean, did you?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
yeah,
Don't let
and
it
especially
be.
now, it's
Let it-
100%
oh,
going
man.
down.
Oh no.
Because you're like making me feel like
Well, what? I can't chirp that.
no.
Come on.
So,
I can't chirp
Can I
that.
say what she said? Because I was like,
Shohei.
you call me Shohei. Hey, can I?
That's what I should have put in
can
the
I-
comments. I just wanted to be nice because I
Okay.
didn't want to start
No.
it.
Well,
I don't
you're
do
not
that.
being nice
no.
now.
But I don't do that. Listen, when somebody posts, when I know it's going to be a little bit, I still don't chirp.
Because
I'm not the first
few
one to
of
chirp.
my friends were like, "Dude, this is." And now some people were like, great. Some people were like, "What?
Your
You're
grandmother.
working-"
Your grandmother.
Some people were like,
Your
"You-
grandmother?
You're at UPS. You're signing at UPS. Like you just got a job at UPS." They were confused by it because I was at the UPS, but I had to print it out. So anyway, so here's what I was out of town. I was in San Diego.
Shohei.
So I was like, "Why'd you put that up there?" And she was like, "I never had a chance to like say great job or congratulations, whatever."
Why couldn't she just say great? What do you mean?
And-
You guys never saw each other?
No, because she wanted to say something publicly, but it was a sensitive situation because we're
Yeah.
very close friends with John,
No
and,
shit.
John and Jennifer Kelly too.
You didn't take his job.
No, I know, and so it was like I never really got to
It would be.
embrace the excitement.
It would have been better if she
because-
would have just said something.
I know. I never got to embrace the excitement of it because of being sensitive about how it's affected other people.
Well, away
Okay.
from the at home, you're probably like, hell yeah, of course, you 100% should be. But if she would have said, I am so proud of my husband, that son of a bitch, god dang, he keeps coming through. I could
Shohei.
but you to the picture you signing like you are and Shohei Ohtani. So that's why I'm chirping, and I think that's okay. Again, if this was roles reversed, you'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would. It's all good. Shohei Ohtani.
So
You're even like head down, like.
I didn't. No.
Oh, it's funny, man. Little Ty did it the other day. You went up to him. You went up Little Ty. Little Ty signs with the AAA Blues. That's the cutest goddamn thing ever. I remember doing that. It was the coolest thing.
Mhm.
You signed, like, goddamn right. But then you went up to him.
Damn.
You didn't know, though.
What do I do?
Did you know
I didn't
Look
know
at-
what.
that she's going to post that? Look at my eyes.
No, I didn't.
No, look at me.
No idea. Dude, don't.
This is so petty, but it's funny. Can't we chirp?
What do I do about it?
I don't know, man. It's all good. It ain't that
Is
big.
that
of a deal.
embarrassing?
It's okay.
No.
No, it's okay.
No, tell me.
It's
See, now give me your real.
when I laughed
What
at
do I
when I
do?
saw it, I'm like, oh boy.
What do I do?
I knew what it was. She deleted it. Just
No, I'm going to tell her to. I already did tell her to.
she needs to make a statement and say something like, I'm proud. Like, you work your ass
Okay,
off.
but what do I do?
I say just, you're fine now. It's going to go post something different. Post something about the podcast. I've been through
I
that.
didn't post it. It didn't show up on my page.
She tagged you. She tagged
So
you.
what I have to, the way I have it set up, if you tag me, I have to, it doesn't automatically go up on my timeline.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Because I like to
Wow,
see
you get
what I'm
sen-
being tagged
I
about.
get I mean, you get sensitive about that.
I
stuff.
do, because I don't like that.
I just defended you with the psychos online when you talk about this case. It's sensitive.
Mhm.
Those psychopaths. That's psychotic. If you did that to somebody, I'd be like, you're a weirdo. Like if I was doing that, go die to people or whatever. I
hope you die.
You would be like, what are you
Bell,
doing?
let's talk.
Bell, let's talk. That's all you gotta say. These psychos. I hope you die.
Bell, let's talk.
Hypocrites is what it is. Your virtue signal. That's all you do is virtue signal. It's all you do. You know, not you, but like them. So, Shohei Ohtani right here. Ooh, sign that thing.
Hey, that's so embarrassing.
Oh, man.
What do I do?
You didn't talk to her. Why'd she do that?
Okay, what do I do? Take it down?
It's all right. Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
I didn't even like it. She should have put it on a story. And
it's fine. Don't worry
away.
about it. Ain't that big of a deal. My basement's flooded. You're worried about a post signing for
there's gonna be
a long 13-year extension for $850 million. A lot of it's deferred.
It's Kovalchuk,
deferred money.
Kovalchuk's extension.
Kovalchuk does not know how to drive, by the way. He's getting tickets out the goddamn wazoo. Love you, Kobe.
Is he getting a lot of them recently?
Is it fake news that he got like 100?
What are you hearing about?
I read an article that he got like 100.
Do you know how many stories are out there that aren't real?
Yeah, but I think this
Why is everyone posting story? And then you ask Grok, which I wasn't familiar.
Grok's a bunch of bullshit too.
You think he is?
Yes. Yes, trust me. You ask about some, they'll give you 3 different answers.
GMT?
But Kobe, I remember riding with him. He drove fast.
Okay,
man.
but why do you say that recently? Is he getting more tickets?
Yes, an article came out and said he had.
Is he in Russia, or he's in California?
I think it was around New York, or no, maybe Miami. You know, yeah. So an article came out that he.
How fast is he going?
He's just sometimes guys.
You don't ever get speeding tickets.
No, I don't. Well, you can easily.
No, but you don't because you drive like a grandmama.
I drive like a granddaddy. You know, Kate doesn't. She drives pretty fast.
Does she?
Yeah.
Does she get pulled over?
No, not that I know of. No, but Kobe did, man. And then he tells a funny story about this. Donnie Waddell tells a funny story about Kobe. Listen, when you get these Russians, they speak no English. They're 18 years old. They're superstars. They got money. And they want to buy hardcore stuff. They want to buy fast cars. They want to look really nice. Like they spend money. These Russians do. Even if they don't have money, they spend money. And Kobe was just living the fast life, man. Living in the fast lane.
Living in the fast lane.
Literally. Did he take a picture of his contract?
Probably
and posted it.
His wife might have. I gotta like find a way to get into her thing and take it down.
She already did? Oh. That's what he said?
I don't know.
It's all good.
I wasn't happy about it. I didn't want to create a huge fight over it because it was like coming from the heart.
Yeah. Andy, you're so funny, dude. I'm glad that you're like this. This is a new you. I'm glad that you're like this. I thought you'd be like, what the, they don't care. No, you're like, no. Because that's how I would be. It's so petty, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, if I posted something, I'd be like, and you're like, dude, Cam, that's goofy. And I'd be like, oh, God, you're right. I'm glad, instead of like, oh, who cares? I'm glad that you,
because I'm very sensitive about that.
Me too with shit.
I know, Cam won't post anything.
Yeah, I do.
Not much.
I have to. Yeah, I do. I post about the podcast only.
You don't enough.
I post all the time about the podcast. All the time. That's all I do is post about
like
the podcast.
What's coming next. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
What do you do? Are you giving like little lectures about it?
Do you know
nothing?
Do you know what
you're posting about your other hockey show that you have?
Do you know what a black diamond watermelon is?
No.
Oh, it's the sweetest watermelon you can find. So I got this big ass black diamond watermelon from this great butcher shop called Paul's Market. Black diamond watermelon. Had to put it in my car, and it made so much watermelon. Cam, excuse me. Excuse me.
Do I care about?
Excuse me.
I'm looking at other notes that I had today, so I could bring something back up because you don't.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
So, black diamond, man, look it up. And same place where I got my steaks.
Are you giving now you're bored, so you're going to give a shout out to another sponsor that hooks you up with free food.
No, you don't know anything.
You just gave.
I'm just telling you where I got this black diamond watermelon. So anyway, it made so much watermelon.
They all do.
That we couldn't eat all of it. I could have given some to Praveen, although he's got more going on in the garden right now than I've ever seen. He's got like fencing
Weeds?
everywhere. He's just mowing his lawn. He's been mowing his lawn for like 5 days straight.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we made watermelon margaritas last night.
Those are damn
Damn,
good.
my God, Cam. You want to come over for one?
If you're making that, I'll fucking drink the shit out of that, baby.
It was amazing. I
Watermelon, goddamn,
I put
with spicy.
put 3 ingredients.
You could put a little spice in there
You could
too.
put some
Spicy
spice.
tequila too. God damn.
So I just put tequila. I pureed the watermelon, tequila, ice, and lime juice.
So is
Fresh limes.
I like it on the rocks.
Oh, you can put
So
rocks.
yeah, I would use. I like that. I'll cut up that watermelon and put it in some nice drinks. Good tequila, but I like a little spice in my tequila.
So what do you
Yeah.
do?
Either it's spicy tequila. There's jalapeno infused.
Really?
Yes.
That's
Damn.
not natural.
What? So jalapeno infused.
How do you make it infused?
There's vodka, jalapeno infused
Well,
vodka.
call
Oh,
a
I
timeout.
love that.
Why don't you just cut up some jalapenos and put it in
You
there?
could do that, but you could get that in your
That's
liquor
what I
too.
would do.
Damn good. You know, with a salted rim. I like my tequila on the rocks. I don't like. It gives me a headache. It's easier to drink on the rocks with a good spicy little salt.
Versus
on the rocks.
what?
Versus like a
Like a slushy one?
yeah, of course.
Well, I could have put ice in it.
No, but I like it on like liquid on the ice.
The problem was with the watermelon, though, and you'll notice this if you ever come around to making a watermelon margarita.
I will.
You do it with a black diamond margarita. Now, black diamond watermelon. The only problem with the black diamonds is that they come with black seeds in them.
You don't like black, do you?
My
What
God,
is wrong
dude,
with you?
that is
Whoa.
so crossing the line. You got to get the.
What other blacks don't you,
gotta
like?
got the. Oh my God,
I'm getting a little uncomfortable.
dude, I'm uncomfortable. You got to get
There's
this.
a couple things in this episode.
Dude.
Get out of
So
here.
there's like black seeds in the black diamond watermelon. Take the seeds out before you puree them.
Get them out. Get them out
now
of town.
when you puree
Get them out of town.
the watermelon, even with some tequila and some lime juice,
Yeah.
it's too chunky.
Get
So
those seeds
to
out,
pour that
baby.
and get it on the rocks, no. That's
Man.
why I pureed it and then I added ice to it.
Yeah, I just that gives
Okay.
me a headache at times. Like I drink fast.
What gives you the headache?
The fucking slushy. What do you mean?
Oh my, dude, they were so. But like
Oh, crush
two
those.
of those.
What kind of tequila you got? What do you?
Kodago, baby.
Okay, give him a little shout out. Kodago,
Yeah.
goddamn right.
Yeah.
Holy Jacks, fucking.
Every time I wear my-
who's the country boy? The big boy,
Oh, George Strait.
George Strait.
Straight.
He's very boring to watch. Live.
Is he? You know, I want to go to a Morgan Wallen concert. I
I'll
want to
go.
walk
I
out.
wanna hang out with
I
him.
want to walk out with Morgan Wallen.
He probably would invite you. I think.
Like when he comes to St. Louis,
It's
would
like, where's Andy?
would he have me walk him out to the stage?
I'd hang with him. Although he's kind of bizarro land at times. He threw a chair off that fucking thing and
He had a. Don't judge.
He threw the environment.
Oh God!
Yeah, I think
he
he was
did.
just. I think he was
I
just.
don't
sing-
like
I,
him then.
I think he. I think he was
don't
just singing a song. I think he was just singing a song. You know,
A rap song.
I think he was singing a song, or he was doing something. His neighbors called him. Da, 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 da. Does he do racist things? Probably not. Does he say a couple racist stuff? Maybe.
What do you mean? Probably not. He's a country boy.
Does he do racist things like what? Like what?
Probably
Like
probably
he won't
says,
talk to. He won't be in the same store as
no,
a black
but he
person,
probably,
or he won't if he sees somebody
it doesn't
black.
have
he's
to
not
be
gonna,
racist
he's-
just against
like,
African Americans.
If you,
can
say
be racist
you
about.
can say something homophobic, you can say something you can say something this,
You
you,
can
can say
be-
something that. But do you do racist things?
You can be anti-Asian.
because if that's
you
the
can
case,
be anti.
you hate every comedian because they chirp everything. How dare they do that?
Not every
Do-
comedian.
Well, the good ones do.
I'm seeing a lot of new
The-
comedians out there.
The good ones chirp everything.
Gary Owens.
The good one, he's good. The good ones chirp everybody. So if they're chirping black, this, that, and the other, how
Mhm.
dare they do that? Then, but if they do racist things.
Do you like Matt Rife?
The women do. I wouldn't take your wife there.
Really? I don't find him that funny. I'm like,
The
I watched
women,
a couple
he's a
of his
handsome
recent videos.
guy.
He's very popular.
Lori and her friends
He came to the Enterprise
are
Center.
going to want to go see him probably.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All women. Imagine being a comedian like that. And everywhere you go, it's like 70% women. And they all want to bang you. And you're like, oh, like, pretty cool gig he's got.
I've experienced
Oh, yeah.
stuff like that quite often.
How many kills you got, you think, in your life? 1,500? God, you were probably smashing in high school.
1,500. That's too
God,
many, dude.
a little too many. 1,200.
That's too many.
1,000. You got to 1,000 games, didn't you?
After my next one more contract.
Shohei Ohtani right here. Oh,
So
we're not taking that out.
dude. It's embarrassing.
It's okay. I
It's
like the way
maybe the
I
most
see,
embarrassing
I
thing that's
like-
ever happened to me.
If that's the case, you're doing pretty goddamn good. I shit my pants in front of the worst fucking thing ever. I was like 13 years old. I'm still like confused. Like, and
Why are you confused?
I'm like, I want girls, and they don't talk
At
to you
13?
at that. Yeah, and they don't talk to you. Just like, what am I? My hockey player? My me. And I was at Eureka High School playing football while the football game's going on, and all my older cousins who were girls were there with their friends, and I'm playing football. And my stomach hurts so bad, and I'm like 13 with all the because you play, you know, kids play football on
Yeah.
the side, and a kid hit me, and I fell down, and
Oh God, I don't know if you told that story before.
I shit my goddamn pants. And then I get up and I walk all the way around the track like this,
Oh,
like,
no.
I got as 13, and I couldn't stop. And I get to the bathroom and I try to clean up.
Oh, dude. Okay, now
No. My dad dropped me off. I'm 13 years old. Horrific. My cousin, beautiful girl, with her beautiful friends are there. And they're like in high school, and I'm like part of it, and I have to go home. I try to clean myself up. The game's over. I sit in the back of a car with two other girls next to me while I have,
Oh, dude.
and they're all like, "What
Is that smell?"
that smell?" And they're all like, "It was." God, fuck! And I was the last guy they had to drop off because I lived way out there,
Oh my God, dude.
and it's just into the seat. And
This is terrible.
God, fuck!
Okay,
I'm lucky I didn't end it that night.
so
I was in a bad spot mentally.
oh really,
Bell, let's talk. No, Bell, let's
dude,
talk.
for real.
Bell, let's talk.
It's not a joking matter.
Shit my goddamn self at 13 years old with 16-year-old girls around me. I wanted to end it.
Oh God.
It was fucking brutal.
Okay,
and I
so-
crawled out of it. It's
So
fine.
so yesterday,
You gonna one up that?
no, but I'm inside. Ty and a couple of his buddies and Ivy and a friend of hers came over to my in-laws to go swimming.
Yeah.
So I'm inside, and
Speed it up.
Ivy comes up and she's crying. She's got a towel around her, and she's
Oh, no.
like,
What happened?
"I jumped into the pool and my bikini fell down, and
She's okay.
the other kids saw,
Oh no. Yeah.
and I
Poor
don't
little
want to go
girl.
back out there."
Poor little girl. Poor little
Hysterical.
girl. Yeah. Poor little girl.
I'm
No,
like, "You're fine."
you're okay. You didn't shit yourself. It's fine. But if as a girl, I look at it differently, dude. Guys, if Ty shit himself and we're going, you're fine. Girls get embarrassed. That to me hits me in a different way.
Okay.
100,000%. Little Ivy, because they can't. It might be harder for them to crawl out of that. Like boys
Have
are
you
mean.
ever been? Oh, I know, because they were saying
Girls are mean
things.
too. Okay, so if your little wee wee hung out when you were young in front of girls, you don't think they're gonna make fun of you?
Have you ever been to a pool where somebody shit in the pool?
Jesus, Andy, no, not in a while. Okay, I only have one shit story for today. Shitting in the pools, like good God, I don't know.
I don't want
probably.
to say the name of the place, but there's
don't go to
there's a
pools.
water park.
I don't go to pools.
My-
Where in North Korea?
No, in St. Is there one?
Kim Jong Un put one in, baby.
He did?
He is. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Oh, I bet.
In a ski resort.
How much money would you take to go travel to North Korea?
$1 million.
That's it?
Travel there and just do the right thing for what? 3-4 days?
don't
They
have
give
to-
me $1 million to do that.
You got to
Sure.
spend a week there.
$1 million right now with my
And you have to
with
walk
my
ar-
basement.
And you have to walk around outside all day long.
Well, okay, better than being stuck.
Like you can't stay in
What
your
would I
hotel.
do for $1 million right now, tax free? Would I go to North? Was it all paid for? And I go to North Korea for 3 days, and
Are
I
you
just
allowed to go? Like, if you go there, will
you-
they
it
just
takes.
will they just pick you up if they want to?
No, that you have restrictions like you cannot believe,
Like,
baby.
you can't spit on the ground.
You can't do a lot of things. It'd
You
be
can't
very-
touch a
if
picture on the wall.
I would have to do. Listen, for a million, and people might be
You have to
laughing.
study
The
what the
wealthy
rules
people
are.
might be laughing like, $1 million. Like I could do a lot with that right
Mhm.
now. Like I do it a lot with $1
Get some new
million.
carpet downstairs in
Get
your
some new
basement.
carpet downstairs.
Pay for a real
pay-
person to
pay
come
for a real
diagnose
myself,
the
for my
issue.
neighbors. You know, shit like that.
Mhm.
I'd sign the $1 million thing and then post it, of course. But would I go to North Korea by myself without Kate so she doesn't get jammed up.
Yeah.
Would I, with all free, and I get $1 million fucking tax free to go there for 7 days and I have to be as disciplined as possible? I'd do it. I would just be motherfucking locked in.
What can't you do?
A lot of things. I fold a paper like this with Kim Jong goddamn.
Don't.
With, what is this? It's a little thing for, Andy, we could, if I did this in North Korea, like, oh, hi, Kim Jong-un. Hey, how are you? Yoink.
Oh, don't.
Yeah. I goddamn go to jail. Ask that
Hard labor.
That
dude.
Oscar cat a couple years ago.
Hard labor. The
You can't fuck up.
I can't handle these people that get sentenced to hard labor, and then they come back to court and they're like falling, they're passing out, they can't even stand. They're malnutrition, they're abused, their body's broken down.
Where's your phone at? Where's your phone? You bitching about that? I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Who makes this? Who makes the fucking cobalt and all this shit?
China.
China in Central Africa, where these slave labored kids are fucking digging holes with their goddamn hands. Children. There's slave labor going on. Everybody complains about that. Look at your phone. Look, what are you wearing? Nikes? I am. Who made these? Oh, you're wearing stupid sandals. Like,
What is your point?
my point is, like, you're like, I hate seeing these poor people that do that. This is fucking happening
the
all
ones that
over the
are
place.
arrested for like touching a photo on the wall,
I know. That's why you don't.
and they die.
I know. Yeah, and they kill their whole ancestry
So what
too.
else can't you do? If you go to a restaurant and you
I
order
don't-
food,
I
can
don't
you?
know. I
What if
really-
you drop a little rice on the floor?
I think you're okay with that. I think I did. If you videotaped certain things,
Do you think that I would know enough
you and
people?
Lori, if Lori and Andy went to North Korea, Lori'd be like,
do you think
you'd be done.
Do you think you would know enough people to get to Trump to be able to get you out of the jail in North Korea?
Yes, I think my story. I think my story would blow up.
But mine wouldn't.
Yeah, it would. No, it would. You have 3 kids. You're goddamn right. It would blow up. I think both of ours would. Any American over there, yeah, hell yeah, it would blow up. Trump would have to. Am I going to rely on him? I would more rely on him than
You'd have to call
him or Barack Obama.
You'd have to have somebody get to
Joe Biden.
Who do you
Kamala.
get? Who would you get to
Oh, this would be all over the newspapers.
to get a hold of Trump?
This
though?
would be all over the
Like,
newspapers.
who would you?
The internet?
Tom Stillman
Oh, okay. What specific person?
could get to
Lou?
Trump. Lou,
Marty Berdor knows him.
he does.
Yeah. Text him all the time.
You know, you got to find someone who
There's
knows.
a bunch of people.
You got to find somebody.
Andrew Bailey, Eric Schmidt,
Okay.
the senator of Missouri. Andrew Bailey, the attorney general that deals with Trump all the time, who I know. We just hung out with on vacation. Yeah, I have guys, but are they get me out? Are they going to set an example of me?
I'd have to.
You
call
give me $1
him.
million, I'll fucking do a lot of things.
Donnie Waddell on this edition of the Camera Strick Podcast.
He was fantastic.
He was.
If I'm a player, I look at him like, God dang,
Yeah, he's
that's
cool.
my GM.
Like no,
he's easy
not
to
a lot
talk
of
to.
stress.
No. Like, he's got to take care of business, and he
Yeah.
has with different trades
He's a
and whatnot.
businessman too.
You're damn right he is. He's seen everything throughout the business aspect of these organizations, the money, the sponsors.
He's
not
just
just
never
the hockey
really.
side.
He's never managed an organization that really provides the real resources to win. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, the Columbus Blue
Hopefully,
Jackets do.
Columbus can.
I heard their ownership group's great.
They're great,
You know what I mean?
but Atlanta.
Atlanta was difficult. We talked about that with him too. He's going to explain it because Andy asked some damn good questions like, "What the fuck happened?"
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Atlanta,
like, "Well, I'll tell you, you know,
Carolina,
Carolina,
and they're close. But
some stuff going on."
he went to 2 conference finals, but they got swept in both.
Yeah.
And then did they get swept by Florida, or they win 1 game this year?
They won one,
But
but a
they
perfect
win
game.
2.
Perfect game.
The perfect game.
Remember I said that? Remember Slavin was. Remember they played Florida. They're getting shit kicked. Everybody's bashing Carolina. We were bashing them on here, and they played that perfect
4 overtime.
that perfect game where Slavin was literally blocking shots like this, like and doing. Everybody played it so technical,
Mm-hmm.
and they finally beat them, and then got beat.
Yeah.
Remember that?
No.
Okay. You don't remember that?
Sorry, I don't remember that.
Thought you knew about hockey.
Just can't remember.
I thought that's what happened.
And I apologize about that.
You
Yeah, I
know,
just can't remember.
Did you get hit somewhere? You good?
Well, I've taken a couple hits to my head.
You know.
Some illegal ones. Firstform.com. Use our link, firstform.com/Cam and Strick. Get everything you need, including one of these. Orange Fury, baby.
Yeah.
I just had a beef steak during our break. I like the jalapeno cheddar. Those are my favorite ones, man. You guys can get whatever you want. They've got some new proteins that are out, too, by the way. I took a picture of one yesterday because I wasn't... Oh, my God. Look what just came up. Look what came up.
They don't see that, man.
They can't see it? Look
No. It's just steaks.
Yeah.
No, let's go, man.
Those were great steaks.
And he doesn't like to go home.
No, Formula One Clear. Have you seen these?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
I
come
have.
in like a bag. Are they individual packets? I haven't opened it yet.
No, I think there's just all one big one.
Wow. So that comes in a big packet. You can get those. All the protein's amazing. Formula One, the level one, the bars,
Collagen.
the collagen.
I put it in my coffee every morning.
The gut health, everything you need. I mean, it
You want
really
to be
is-
healthy, there you go. know.
Everything. There's so many options.
Yeah.
But you got to use our link. Firstform.com/Cam and Strick. Do it today. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We can help you with your order and all of that, or certainly get you in touch with somebody.
Damn right.
So we'll do that for you. Blue Note Roofing, baby. 314-920-5713. Plug that in your iPhone.
I mean, gosh almighty, like the way the storms
Cam?
were in St. Louis.
Read this, please.
Yeah, insurance and claims specialist, baby. Let's go. Hail, wind, and damage. Blue Note Roofing.
No. Hail.
Hail and wind and damage.
No. Hail.
And wind damage.
Roofing.
Hail, wind damage, roofing. No,
Gutters,
and there's plenty of that in
soffit
St. Louis.
fascia.
Jesus Christ, there's plenty of wind damage.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah,
My
yeah,
neighbors had that across the street.
Yeah, he hasn't fixed it in 3 months.
I
God
should-
damn,
just said,
losers.
Dave, can you just go over?
Poor. That's what you get for living in a poor part of Ladue.
It's awful.
Poor part.
Stop, dude.
What do you mean?
Oh, my God. You don't have to say it twice.
I didn't mean to
I mean,
say.
you say it like 3 times, actually.
I didn't mean it like that.
I mean, like the first time's like, okay.
it's still
and
expensive.
then you're like,
it's still expensive.
and then you're like going out. You're like
you're right.
digging deeper and deeper.
I shouldn't have done that.
You don't have to emphasize it.
I'm sorry.
God.
Sorry about that.
I'm going through a lot after my wife's post.
I'm going through. I got water in my gut.
It's not what I'm going through.
What are you worried about?
The post.
Oh Jesus.
The contract signing. I don't.
Shohei. Andy.
Oh, my God.
Because I think that you wanted her to post.
No.
Look at me. Did you want Lori to?
No, dude, stop.
No, look at me.
Oh, I can't like not laugh when I do that. Though.
You should. Did you want Lori to post that?
No.
You swear on little Ivy?
Yes, dude.
Do you?
Yes, I didn't want her to post that.
So if I asked Lori right now, she would. If I text her right now, she would say, "I just did that on my own."
Yes.
Should we prove that?
You
Oh
want
my-
to? No, don't post her. Don't.
Let me text
Yeah.
her.
Fine. No, dude, stop. But yes.
God dang. You said yes, didn't you?
Soffit fascia.
You said yes, didn't you? When she asked you, "Can I post this?" You said yes.
I said no. Because it's sensitive.
Look at me. Look at me.
Dude, I need to say no over and over. I'm not going to play this game with him because I'm mad. He's making me laugh.
You're more worried about that than me being worried about my basement.
Yes.
It's unbelievable. It's like unbelievable.
Way more worried about that. Are you kidding me? Gutters, soffit fascia, roofing, siding. They do everything. 314-920-5713. You know who's back?
Go.
You know who's back?
Who?
Seth.
That son of a bitch.
Sparks skate sharp.
Sparks. Yeah, goddamn right, Sparks. What's up, baby? Goddamn Seth. Psycho boy. He's the one that's sharpening your skates, by the way, when he's been up all night doing weird things. And you're like, here you go. My kid has a big hockey tournament. People are watching. I need to get my skates sharpened. Shit, that happens. Although you do got to get a Sparks. Like, this is ridiculous. Then you got to go find a place. And then Seth sharpens your skates. And he done fucks it all up.
And
All
now
up.
what happens?
Not to mention, he's looking at your credit card stuff.
Oh, my God. Can't trust
Is
him.
your family there?
Use our promo code Cam and Strick. And it's going to save you more money than Black Friday or Cyber Monday.
Do we have to say that every time? Come on.
Dude, it's true.
I know, but I don't know if
No, but
we're
it's
not
true.
close to that yet.
It doesn't matter. That shows you how much money you're going to save.
I'm just saying, you know.
Use
but
the promo
but
code
you don't
Cam
want
and Strick.
Seth. Listen, you don't want Seth sharpening
No,
your skates.
because guess what? I went
Or
to this
being
place
around your
the other
daughter.
day, a hockey shop here in town, very well known, and very strange individual. I could tell they didn't have a whole lot of hockey background.
Yeah, and he's sharpening your skates.
So I asked, I said, did you ever play hockey? Have you worked in hockey? Because, nope, never. Never worked around hockey, never worked in hockey.
Fine. You'll be fine.
And they are fitting my skates, my kids' skates.
Yours?
My kids.
Because we don't care about that.
My kids' skates.
That's a big deal. He's trying out for teams.
They're fitting my kids' skates. He can't give any, direction as to where you should go. Does it fit? Does it not fit? How should it feel? What size should they get? Nothing. Then they took my skates away. He starts sharpening them.
Why you keep calling them yours?
My kids' skates. Start sharpening them up. I'm like, no. Oh. I made the store give me a brand new pair of steel out of the box, from the shelf.
So you wait, what?
Yeah.
So the kid sharpened your skates. He's like, I know how to do it. And then you're
like,
no, I don't want you to do it. So give me a free pair.
They put the wrong radius on them and everything.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to go take them by a professional.
Well, then why'd you go in the first place?
And I wanted to have them because I bought the skates there.
So, listen, get Sparks. That's the
bottom line. Just get a Sparks and take control of your own sharpening.
No doubt. God, yeah.
Sharpen your skates when you want it, when you need it, on your time. So when you wake up for practice at 6:30 in the morning, and you're like, damn, I forgot to get a skate sharpened, or it's a game, just go down your basement.
You feel your skates, and you're like,
guess what? 5 minutes, you have a perfect sharpening.
It's over. Boom. That's what everybody uses, baby.
Go to Sparks.
Got to get it.
Go there today. True Flow, baby.
Oh, man, is it hot here in St. Louis? It's unbelievable how hot it is.
So hot.
It's horrible.
TRU float. Nobody does coolers.
I want to dump my head
float
into a True Float full of ice.
Oh, my God.
Oh, take that ice that's been there for a day. It could be, I'm telling you.
A week.
Like, seriously. I had that thing. I fucking opened up like 3 days later in my hot fuck garage. I opened that up. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I had this in here. Yeah. Boom. Cold beer. Ice was still there. 3 days later in 110-degree weather.
That's the perfect test.
I swear to God.
Put some
check it out.
ice in St. Louis heat or any other heat. Put ice in a True Float, put ice in a Yeti, and come back and find it 48 hours later.
Pansy asses up there.
And you'll find the True Float. The ice cubes are they look like they were just put in 5 minutes ago.
Edmonton, baby. Shit kicking Alberta.
Alberta
Badass.
boys.
Let's go.
Get the heated chairs, too. You don't have to turn the heat on.
But it's coming. Listen, it's coming. We bitch about summer now.
Some of our listeners...
It's going to be here quick.
They're going to be into fire season in September.
You're goddamn right.
We don't get there till October.
Late October.
Halloween time.
There'll be some cool days where at night you're going to want to put that bad boy on. Damn right.
Yeah.
Still use that cooler though.
I know.
I like going on float trips. If you're going to do anything, go to a cool river like Arkansas River or whatnot in the fall. That's the best time to go.
That's the best time to go. The water's a little cold though. You might need a wetsuit.
No, you'd be surprised. The water's cold more in the spring. In the fall, it's still warmer than you think.
Oh, from the winter, from the summer, I mean.
Yes, from the summer.
Yeah.
Summer, then fall.
Get it.
Then winter.
Got it.
Then spring.
Got it.
Shohei.
So, and you can put your logo on the cooler too, which is
it's fantastic.
Cool. So do that and do it today. Shilly plastering. Are you
pools?
Are you getting plastered with Shilly plastering?
Goddamn right I am. Hell yeah, Ryan.
Chances
what's up, baby?
Are your neighbor who just made your basement flood.
Don't say that because it could be.
Do proper plastering.
Had nothing to do it.
I'm just saying.
Had nothing to do it. But Shilly's going to do a damn good job. And my other neighbor might get a pool too. And Shilly needs to do their plastering because they do a damn good job. They've been around for a long time, baby. Long time. You know.
I got a couple of lawyers for you to call.
Let's go. Okay. I got to get home. I mean, I know Andy, let's go.
Shilly plastering. Get plastered with Shilly plastering. They've been around for 60 years, Cam. What does that tell you?
That means they're damn good.
So if you're building a pool, like Cam's neighbors are, use your plastering. Get the best plastering services that you could ever find. And I recommend it.
Hell yeah. We both recommend it. Let's go, Shilly. Let's go,
Say hi to Ryan.
Ryan, Davey boy, what's up, Dave?
They use that Pebble Tech technology.
It's the best in the business.
5-year warranty.
Hell yeah.
Nobody does it better than Shilly. Shilly plastering. I'm going to put some pictures up on my Instagram. Maybe Cam will too.
Have you signed a contract?
Dude, don't. That's like a knife going through it. It's like hurts.
He's like Zoolander, like he doesn't know the camera's going. I didn't know. I just had to sign this real quick in San Diego so I could take a photo op. So it's all good. It looked good.
Did.
Yeah.
It's a
Totally normal.
proud moment.
It's what normal people do. You know.
Damn.
Showy O'Donnell.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
She posts a lot of things.
She does. It's all good.
Stop.
You're a pro athlete. Who cares? Ty's like, oh, cool. I thought I was like unique in the family.
Oh,
My
man.
daddy's got to do it. Show me up.
Sorry, guys.
Jesus. Give Ty his moment. What if a little Ivy sign somewhere? Are you going to do something else?
Hell yeah.
I-
No, I'm gonna post her.
Excuse me?
No,
What if little Ivy signs with a dance, whatever?
singing.
She's singing. I know. She's singing like the sweetest little girl in the world. And she's like, Daddy, look, I've signed my first contract.
I'd post that.
And you ignore that and you post your own.
I wouldn't do that. I don't post my. I
Yeah,
didn't post
she
it.
did. You gave the okay.
No, I did
Yeah,
not,
you did.
dude.
He did.
I didn't. You're killing me.
I didn't. Sorry.
Shilly
My basement's
Plastering.
flooded.
Check out their website.
Let's go!
ShillyPlastering.com.
Every time you slow down,
Get
I'm going to bring it back
plastered with
up.
Shilly
I'm going to bring it back
Plastering.
up.
What do you think of this?
Damn. Every time you slow down.
What do you think of this?
Looks
Why
God-
is my jersey on your side?
Oh my God. Oh, I'm captain now. Oh, cool.
No, you're not. Why is my jersey on your side?
I don't know.
Why is my captain jersey on your side?
Captain wouldn't do that.
Cam Strick.
Look at that. This looks badass.
Cam Strick.
Look at that. Looks badass. And check out YouTube, by the way. Like and subscribe for YouTube so you can
like
actually
and
see.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
JerseyGenerator.com. Say hi to Mark.
Marky, what up, boy? What's up, baby? Let's go. Montreal, let's go.
Put your logo on a
Damn
jersey.
good-looking women up there. And good food. You know,
Yeah.
good-looking women.
Everywhere
If you're
in
single.
Montreal.
If you're single.
Oh my God.
It's all good. Like, we're
know.
happily married. Damn
I
good-looking
used to go to the
women.
Cheetah back in the day.
Oh, they
in
loved you
Windsor,
there.
And they would bring.
And Andy's
in-
telling Windsor stories from back in the day. What are we doing?
I would, dude. I used to go to
going on?
the Cheetah in Windsor. You ever heard of the Cheetah in Windsor?
Oh, my God.
They'd bring them in from Montreal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Busloads.
Because they knew you were the...
Jersey Generator, baby.
Holy
JerseyGenerator.com. JG.
JG, let's go. Some bitch.
Put your logo on a jersey. Get some men's league jerseys made. If you're a business owner and you just want to have a hockey jersey with your logo on it, do that too. Have it hanging up in your place of business,
Damn
restaurant,
right.
whatever,
Let's go.
bar.
Anything.
They're the best.
They are the best.
Jersey Generator. Put your logo on there and do it today. Jersey Generator. Promo code CAM10 or Andy10. You get to choose which one. Both give you the same discount. But again, if you like one more than the other, you can use that promo code. And so far, I've got way more than Cam does.
Oh, people like you more than me. And rightfully so.
Well, they like the
You
stories.
signed that contract.
They like the stories.
You signed that big contract.
They like the old school Windsor stories.
You want
From back
Windsor?
in the
You
day.
want Windsor stories? You talk to Andy.
Jersey Generator, baby. Check out their incredible Instagram account as well. Hat Launch and hatlaunch.com.
Oh yeah.
We brought them in the studio last week.
Damn right we did. We did a little video.
Great video.
Yeah.
Danny boy, everybody, man. We love
love all you
everyone over
guys.
there at Hat Launch. You can put your logo on a hat because every hat tells a.
Story.
Yes, it does.
Tells a story, baby.
So Hat Launch, man, they'll turn it around in like 2 weeks. Baseball teams, fantasy football. If you have your fantasy football draft coming up, bring some hats
It's
with
coming.
you, dude.
Football's coming.
They make the best hats. They'll have them to you in 2 weeks. America's
in the
number one
business.
source for customized hats is.
Hat launch, baby. We love you guys. Right across the river.
They
Let's
have
go.
shirt launch too, man. They make T-shirts. But if you want to put your business on a hat and give your employees some hats, you want to sell some hats at your
Yeah.
place of business, whatever. Dude, represent your business, your team, whatever it is, with a hat from Hat Launch.
Damn right.
Donnie Waddell, legend. Been doing this for a long time. Doing a great job with Columbus. Big fans of Columbus. Enjoy this conversation with Donnie Waddell next
Yeah,
to the
baby.
Cam Strick Podcast. The Cam Strick Podcast is brought to you by First Form, baby. Use our link and do it today. www.firstform.com/Cam
Get jacked now. They are the real deal.
Get that protein, check out the apparel, eat those bars, and drink those energy drinks. Firstform.com/Cam.
Yeah.
Now on to the interview. Where's your summer place? Are you in Columbus or were you?
I'm in
where do you live in
Michigan
the summer?
actually today. I go back tomorrow to Columbus. I come there on the weekend. I'm 3 hours. I'm a Michigan guy, so I'm 3 hours from Columbus, so it's really easy to buzz over here.
Oh wow, it's only 3 hours.
We just hit record,
Yeah.
by the way, and go. We don't
Wow.
waste time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no problem.
So,
no
good
problem.
for you,
Yeah,
man.
we used to be up north, Traverse City, and then after 25 years up there, it was just beautiful, but so hard to get to. So we came downstate here and on a lake here, so it's worked out perfect.
Hey, you've been doing this for so long, and now you take a new job. Does that like reinvigorate you? Does that give you even a little extra juice? When you take over a new organization at this stage of your career.
When I resigned last year after Game 6 of the second round, and wasn't sure what was going to happen, and when Columbus called and asked me to come in and talk to him, I said to him right at the bat, "Is this a rebuild, retool? What is it?" And they said, "No, absolutely. We want to keep going." And I knew their team pretty well from obviously playing against them for so long. So I thought it was a great opportunity, and here we go.
How do you resign? How does that work? You just walk in and be like, "Hey guys, I got some.
Yeah.
Do you mind sitting down for a minute? I've got some news to share." And you're like,
Yeah.
"I'm leaving."
I had made that decision before we even got into the playoffs, and regardless if we won, got beat out in the first round or won the cup, I just thought it was time. And so the day after the Game 6, talked to ownership at 8:00 in the morning, told them that I was going to go in a different direction. I didn't know what direction I was at that time, but it started that weekend where lots was going on, and finally made a decision to go visit Columbus.
You're a real executive, though. I mean, not to say other general managers aren't, but you've run the business side, you've overseen ticketing, sponsorships, all that type of stuff, right? I mean, throughout the course of your career, it hasn't just been hockey. You've done the business side too, including running the Orlando Magic back in the day, right? Is that what you did? Are you an NBA guy now too?
Yeah, I was part of the support group for the management group for the Magic. I don't want to take any credit for that, but no, I enjoyed the business side. Obviously, when I went to Carolina in 2014 as president and overseeing the arena and the business, I thought that was my last gig for sure. I was enjoying it, and and then things happened with new owner came in and all that and asked me to take over. So, but I really enjoy the business side. I'm trying to do what I can to help them in Columbus, particularly on the sales side, sponsorship. I do a lot of dinners, go to a lot of meetings, and, I always look at, we're all in this thing together. The more revenue we can generate from ticket sales, sponsorship, and that is the more money we're going to be able to spend on the team. So it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of built up around that rink in Columbus. I was listening to Rick Nash do an interview a couple of weeks ago, and he's saying when he got there in 2002, there's really nothing around that building. Now they built it up. We've seen that similar here in St. Louis with Ballpark Village and Busch Stadium. So, when you go see the Columbus Blue Jackets now, there's a lot to do around the building.
Yeah, like I said, I've been going in there since they came in the league back in my days in Atlanta, and I'm a walker. And when I go around the city, and I can tell you from 2000 to where we are today, it's amazing the way. Remember, you go back before the arena was built there. It was built on the site of a prison. That was the largest prison in the state of Ohio there. So you can imagine nobody was starting businesses around the prison. So when they made the decision to move the prison and build the arena there, that started an opportunity for development within the area, and they call it the Arena District, and it's continued to grow.
Wow,
that's right. That's
Jeez,
a prison
it's a
right
prison.
there. Build around here.
How many people are like, well, I remember this place from back in the day.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Man. So you like to walk. What's your favorite city to walk in? Give me your favorite road cities.
Well, DC is a fun city. There's lots of areas to go. Obviously, New York, if just avoid get hit by cars. But you go walk up to Central Park and you can walk around that. So, Florida, there's nothing ever wrong going to Florida. I love Dallas too, by the way. Dallas is where we stay there and be able to walk the arena and the surrounding areas. I think it was probably Washington, New York, because we visit there more. I've always been in the East for the most part. So,
well, you probably get to the rink quicker if you're staying in Georgetown walking than taking the bus there. I mean, that's stoplight after stoplight. It takes a long time to get to the rink.
Long time. Yeah, there's a few cities like that. Obviously, Boston, Rangers, and Washington. You're quicker walking, and it's all good.
All right, so you're president and GM. Is that like the best situation to be? I mean, listen, if you're the president and GM, that's got to be the best situation going, right? Would you ever want to bring in somebody to work under you? We're seeing like more and more teams do that. Or do you like having control of the hockey department and kind of doing your own thing?
Yeah, I think initially I like the way it's set up right now, but as we move forward, I'm not getting any younger. We got some very good people on my staff. You mentioned Nasher and Chris Clark. What you want to be able to do is grow people into these opportunities.
Yeah.
I can't do this for forever. I'd love to be a part of helping somebody get to that point and stay on for a few years and work with them to get there. But, to me, as we've seen through other teams, besides Kenny Holland getting hired, the league's gotten younger, and there's nothing wrong with that. So my way I look at it when I came in here, if I can teach one of my guys the most I possibly can, whatever they can learn from me, and help them get to that next level, that's my ultimate goal.
Yeah, no, I like that because Rick Nash, first off, I mean, we've had him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Great conversation with him. If he were to be that guy, I would think that that's what he wants to do if he's getting involved in hockey ops at this stage of his life. So, you've got options there. We see it with Doug Armstrong right now, what he's doing with Alexander Steen, who's going to take over. So I like that when a general manager, kind of grooms a former great player and helps him just so when you move on, because you said, hey, you will move on eventually, you want to make sure it's a seamless transition and that the organization's in good hands, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I turned pro in 1980 before you guys were even born, but, 45 years at this, and to take away the 8 years of playing, so you figure, 37 years in the coaching management side of it, it's time to help somebody else get there. And what Doug's doing in St. Louis, I commend, because I think Doug's a good man, and he'll teach as much as he possibly can. I always tell everybody, we all manage differently. Just because I manage this way doesn't mean you're going to manage this way. We all have different styles, how we're going to do it. But, there are a lot of things that people don't understand when you get into the TDD insurance and you get into all the, we forget, it's a big business. It's a sport that we all love and are involved in, but it's a big business. And there's so much that goes on outside of just selecting players and putting your team together, your staffing, all your scouts. We had a 2-hour call last couple of days on our whole scouting program, how we're changing all that. I mean, it's goes on and on and on. We have about 56 support staff people when you count scouts and so forth. So managing people, it all goes hand in hand, but it's all the GM's responsibility also.
Can I ask you this? How scouting changed, and how involved do you keep your scouts abreast as to what's going on? Because, listen, I talked to some scouts around the league, to be honest with you. They never hear from their general manager.
Right.
Trades are made. They find out just like the rest of us on Twitter. They watch these teams. They watch these players. They file reports. They're never asked about it. So is that something you try to do as a GM? You try to involve and keep everybody involved so they feel like they're a part of it?
So there's two different scouting. Obviously, the amateur scouts are a little different because they're all over the world. I'm a big believer of, if we're making a deal, I want everybody to hear from me before they read about it. But a lot of the amateur guys aren't going to be involved unless there's prospects involved in the deal that they would know. The pro guys are very much involved. The only thing I always warn pro guys is, don't. I get a lot of calls like during trade deadline and leading up, I said, make sure your reports speak accurate of what you think of the player, because a lot of times, somebody will bring up a player and I'll go on the scout's report. If he doesn't like him, I say, no, we pass. So I want to make sure, I always tell our guys, not everything's going to generate a phone call. Now take that the other side. If we're going to make a trade for a player, that deserves a phone call. But sometimes I eliminate players just because the scouts have put in reports that he's not a fit for us for whatever reason. So the pro side, very much they're involved and when we're making trades and acquisitions.
What if the report is nothing like what the player actually is? Like, oh, this guy, he skates fast, he's got great hands, great shot. And then you acquire him and like he can't play. Are you like, will you never listen to that scout again? Or do you approach the scout and be like, listen, I don't know, man, we're not on the same page with this kid's skill set?
Yeah, I think when we're talking about NHL in particular, I think enough of us have a feel for the players. I mentioned Nash and Chris Clark, Basil McRae overseas, our pros, been around forever. You guys know Baz.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, a good guy. And so not one scout's ever going to be hanging, their head on one player. They may like a player, and then there's lots of us that have some opinions about it. So, you know what? And if it ever happened that way, we all make mistakes, right? If you honestly thought that's what you believed, we're going to support that. Making a decision. Trust me, I go back lots of trades, draft picks, all that through the years, and say, "Oh, I wish I would have done that differently." But you try to learn from everything you do. So that would be the only thing you'd say to a scout. Well, why did you see? Particularly, this happens more on the amateur side because of the draft. Well, this guy went 15th. We had him 40th on our list. Why did we have him 40th? And they're going to have their reasons. And as you guys know, with the draft, we're going to know 3 to 5 years from now. Everybody loves draft day. I had a great draft. Well, circle back in 5 years and see if they still love it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did you like how the draft was set up this year?
Well, it's a mixed bag, as you know. It's there's so much. I'm a relationship person. I like being around people and seeing people. I think it worked. I'm not going to take a shot at TV, but it was too long. If we're going to do it, which sounds like we are doing it again remotely next year, we got to fix that and clean that up. But I think in time, the other thing is, there's not a lot of cities that want to host a draft right now. Everybody wants outdoor games. They want the bigger events. The draft doesn't, it's exciting, but it doesn't bring in a lot of revenue. It's not bringing in a lot of new fans. So there's not a lot of places that the draft, I always said I would like us, if we're going to go back in person, let's go back to Montreal every other year where the whole league started, where the draft started, do something there and then maybe pick a Western city just to make it kind of neutral for all the teams.
Yeah, no,
I get that.
that makes sense. Because it doesn't, it's mostly the local fans that show up, right? And then on day 2, half of them don't show up. So it's kind of
the only ones that are day 2 are the kids that didn't get drafted day 1, and then you look it up there, the 6th, 7th round, these guys are still sitting there with their parents and their agents, and I've had agents text me, "Hey, if you have an extra 2nd round, 7th round pick, this kid's sitting up there, just sit up for 2 days, and you're like, what do I do here?" But
really,
that's the one thing that I would clean up a little bit is maybe. With the kids, I've seen so many kids that are heartbroken, and I've explained to so many of these players who would do free agent camps when I speak. If I'm to get drafted in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, I'd rather not get drafted, because you're still going to develop over the next 2 or 3 years. Now you're tied to one team. If you develop the way you're capable and potentially, you'd be a free agent. You're going to have your choice of teams to go. So I understand that, the top 4 or 5 rounds, whatever, but you get late in the draft. I think you're better off not getting drafted because it's not going to hurt your development. You're still going to play in the CHL, play in the NCAA, wherever you're going to play. And if your development continues to grow, you're going to get to pick where you go.
It's interesting you say that. And then you're a free agent, and now you can force your way into the NHL to play games at the end of the season too.
That's what they do. That's what they do. Yep. It's hard to say no.
You're going to have a lot of guys, with 3 career games played, you know what I mean? Because they signed coming out of college and never played again,
Just remember, I forced my way in, but I forced my way for 1 game. So I got drafted in 78 by the Kings, turned pro in 80, and played 1 game in January at the old LA Forum against the Rangers. So I didn't force my way in, but I found my way in for a game, and that was my NHL career.
You got to have one story from that game. What do you remember from that game? Come on.
I do. Unbelievable. Playing with Jerry King Cora, but I was a right defenseman. He was left. Ron Greshner at the time with the Rangers, he used to play forward, left wing, and D. He was playing the left wing. And first shift of the game, my first shift, he came down on me on a one-on-one. Who's your left winger with the right D. Big King Kong came over, as he liked to do, and try to throw the big hip check. He missed. Greshner hit me. I'm laying on the ice as a pitcher that's done circulating, I hope. I'm laying on the ice as Greshner goes in and top shelves it on Mario Lazard. So 11 seconds into my first shift ever in the NHL, I'm laying on the ice as Greshner scored.
Did you get hurt, or were you thinking, maybe I could stay? And did you get sent down the next day? What happened?
Yeah. No, actually, I was up for it was crazy because I was up for about 6-7 weeks. We had some injuries, and then always the game time decisions. And the worst was because I'm from Detroit, and Bob Berry was our coach, and we're going to Detroit to play. And he told me, he called me in the plane. He said, "You're going to play tomorrow night in Detroit." And so, of course, that cost me back then probably $3,000, a lot more than I was making, that's for sure. We went out, warm up, came in after warm up, and assistant coach came and said, "Bob changed his mind, you're not playing."
Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
that could ruin you. I mean, all that excitement, you're telling everybody. Oh yeah.
So
I've been there.
Are you sensitive to that as a GM? Do you try to get kids in the lineup who are back in their hometown and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think where you do that is, you look at who you can start maybe as a young kid. I don't think you can do that in today's just for the sake, unless it's helping your team, right? But certainly, I can tell you over the years, we've called up guys, and depending on where you're going, equal type players, decision has to be made. Maybe we're going out to Boston, maybe we call up a Boston kid. Again, you always are doing what's best for your hockey club, but sometimes it's so even, you do keep that in mind.
Yeah. Hey, we'll move into some other stuff, but I'm curious, like when you're working with the Red Wings, like in the late 80s, before you go to Atlanta, because Atlanta was your first managing job, right? Your first job as GM. Like, how much has changed in terms of how many scouts you have in the organization, how big your staff is, how you travel, where you stay, all of that? Even going back to the late 90s, has it changed that much?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I was with the Red Wings after my Orlando days when they won back-to-back cups there, and I was assistant GM to Kenny. And, we had, I believe at that time, I remember we had 3 or 4 and 1 European amateur scout. And just Mark Howler saw our pro staff, which was 1 or 2. But the bigger thing was the office wasn't big. It was me and Kenny. That was it in the office. It was, we had, a front person, a secretary, and that was pretty much it. So I think the scouting world, obviously the scouts have gotten bigger, but I think the front office personnel with analytics and everything you got going, it's like I said, probably 56, 58 people right now just in the hockey side. You go back then, counting your trainers and coaches, all that was probably 30. So it's continuing to grow, and it's to me, I'm a believer of not just growing the staff because everybody else is, try to find maybe more work for some people to get more opportunity, because people like getting more opportunity, get more chances to advance, and they also get more money. So I'm a big believer of trying to keep my staff small, but efficient. We got to make sure we got everything covered.
Listen, I got to ask you that. I've always wanted to ask you, and I've really never heard you talk about it, so maybe you have in the past. But 1999 draft, Brian Burke obviously drafts the Sedin twins. And you end up taking Patrick Steffen first overall, but you had the 3rd overall pick. He gets the 4th overall pick, and he's able to make some deals and find a way to secure the 2nd and the 3rd overall pick to draft the Sedin twins. But part of the condition was, okay, he's going to trade and give you you're going to give him the first, or he's going to give you the 1st overall pick, right? Right. And you're saying, hey, we're not going to draft one of the Sedins. Now, was it in the back of your mind to ever draft one of those guys? How'd you do this deal to say, okay, we're not going to take one of the Sedins? It's just an interesting situation how it worked out.
Yeah, the agent, we had multiple meetings about this with the agent, and he was completely said that they're going together. If they get drafted separately, they're going back, and they'll wait out their times. And so, and this was, trust me, this was the hardest draft. It would be my first as an NHL, trying to work through the politics of the draft. I didn't realize how much politics can be in the draft, especially when you deal with the European players, because they have options. And it doesn't happen as much in North America. So, yeah, when the deal was made, we obviously couldn't write it down, but everybody's word was, you cannot take one of the Sedins. So that's the decision we were faced with, and ended up taking Patrick.
So, and listen, the Sedins go on to have Hall of Fame careers. Steffen was considered a big-time prospect, though. It wasn't crazy that you took him 1st overall. I think even Brian Burke was on the record saying, we hope to get all 3. They wanted to get both Sedins, and they wanted to get Patrick Steffen, too. But he had like a bunch of concussions or something, right? There were some injuries that kind of pushed him out of the game. But How do you reflect on that choice to take him
Yeah.
first overall?
Well, yeah, you always look past. Okay, so who do we pass on that draft? The problem, let's be honest, is it's my fault for putting an 18-year-old kid on an expansion team with a very bad team. When we had our expansion draft, I said publicly, privately, then publicly a little while after that, the sooner we get rid of all these guys, the better we're going to be. And there was no offense to anybody there. We had one of your buddies there, Ray Ferraro, some good guys for sure. But putting an 18-year-old kid into a team, we were a bad team. Let's face it, we were a bad team, I think. But he was playing in the IHL. He was already playing minor pro, so it wasn't like he was in juniors or over in Europe where you could leave him someplace. We had no choice but to bring him to the team. And I think that was a mistake. I mean, you go back in that era, there wasn't a lot of 18-year-old kids making the jump to the NHL. And we did it. And then, like you said, first year was fine. Second year started off good. Then he had a concussion. And from then on, I think I don't remember. I think 250, 260 games before he moved on.
Why did Brian need the first overall pick, though? I mean, if you're picking second, if they picked first and they took one of the Sedins and you took Stefan second, they could have taken the other Sedin third, right?
Yeah, well, I think he made it look that I was getting something out of it, right?
Got it.
Yeah, if he stays at 1 and I take 2 and he's got 3, he said, why don't you, as an expansion franchise, you'll get more hype from having the first pick. Maybe it backfired, but you'll get more hype from the first pick. So that's how we ended up with the first pick.
You did.
I like how Brian put that. This will be good. This will be good for you.
It'll be good for you. Don't worry about it. That's funny. You did draft Ilya Kovalchuk. I mean, when you first saw him, he was a freak of nature. Played with him with the Devils, and great human being. But what was that like watching him grow as a player?
Unbelievable. First of all, you played with him. One of the nicest guys, one of the most generous people that I was around. Like we go on road trips and he'd give the trainers, if you couldn't take him to dinner, give him their credit card and say dinner's on me. He was so good to everybody. But watching him, like he just loved to score goals. I had the pleasure of that year coaching. It was the second year when I had to let I think it was the second year, whatever year it was, third when Kurt Frazier let go. And talking about being behind the bench and watching, it's nice to see him up in the stands, but being right there and watching him play, he could score every shift. Now he could give up a goal every shift too, but he could score every shift. He had that and he loved to play. He loved the game. He wanted to be on the ice. If he could play 60 minutes, he was. So a real pleasure to play from. Another guy that I've stayed in touch with over the years, and he's just a good person, good family man, and I'm happy how things have worked out for him.
Yeah,
he needs to slow down driving, though. I'll tell you that right now.
Was he getting a lot of tickets?
He's got a lot of tickets going on right now.
Well, real quick story of that is when he first came to Atlanta, we got him a car. And I get a call 8:00 in the morning. We're heading to practice. And luckily it happened in the city. Our practice facility was in Gwinnett. It was the police chief. And he says, we believe one of your Russian players, because he doesn't speak English. He didn't speak English. But he got stopped. And there's a 3-lane highway. He was in the center lane. He just stopped in the center lane. He sat in the middle of the highway, and they're trying to explain to him, and they didn't know what to think. So, but yes, we had many conversations about driving and being responsible. I can tell you that.
Listen, man, it's got to be so hard to move on from a player like that. So what was the deal? He won like $11 million a year. Atlanta, obviously smaller hockey market. I'm curious how you think they'll do now if they come back into the NHL, because now they want back into the NHL. But you had to move him. He ends up signing that 13-year, crazy deal with New Jersey, who the league got involved, and I think they had to reduce it to like 11 years or whatever. But how hard was it to trade him? Why couldn't you get a deal done?
Yeah, two guys there that were hardest to trade was Kovalchuk and Hossa.
Yeah,
both guys. We were going through. So the first 5 years in Atlanta, we were owned by Ted Turner, started a franchise, and then AOL ended up buying Time Warner, and in 2004, AOL owned the Hawks, the Thrashers, and the Braves, and they said they're not going to own sports teams. So they sold the Braves to Liberty Media, and then the Hawks and Thrashers got sold to 9 guys that didn't know each other from 3 different cities, three groups of 3 guys. And so they took over during the lockout. And then our first year, 05, 06, is they very, very upfront. I'm still friends with some of them, not all of them, some of them, but they said to me the very first meeting, he said, we bought the arena, rights to the arena. We bought the hockey team, the basketball team. We're all basketball guys. We want to sell the hockey team as quickly as we can. Fine. Well, what happened? Joe Johnson, basketball NBA player, they got into, they tried to sign him on the Hawks. A couple of the owners try to block it. They end up in court. So the first court papers were filed sometime in late 05, beginning of 06. And for 4 or 5 years later, they were in court suing each other, all public information because it was court. So we were put on hold because they couldn't do anything with the Thrashers until that got resolved there right at the beginning of the 10-11 season. And then that was the end of the Thrashers then going to Winnipeg.
It's crazy.
Man, that is crazy.
Did you have the option to go to Winnipeg? Did you consider going there or no?
No, didn't have the option, but we were right up front. Mark Chipman, I've known Mark forever, right up front. I think they knew they were going to go with Chevy at the time, which Chevy worked for me for years running their farm team. And Chevy's a great man and great friend of mine. It was right up front. Neither one of us had interest in pursuing that.
How would you describe your time with Big Walt? I mean, you traded for him for a couple of months.
Yeah.
You guys were so good that year too. I remember when he was the day that it happened, and I think everyone assumed that he was going to come back to St. Louis. Like, are you aware of that when you make the deal that that he wants to come back here? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, a guy like that, yes, for sure. Yeah, my time with Walt was great. What I remember the most though is his kids beating each other up every day. They were just they come on the ice every day. They'd be fighting on the ice. So it's obviously carried over from some, but great persons. Just saw him here at the under 18s in Dallas. At the end of the season in April. He's a good man, a great family, and truly enjoyed having him as part of our team for sure.
What about Evander Kane? Sometimes I think he's misunderstood. Like, how was your time with him?
Yeah, mine was good. We drafted him as an 18-year-old player. Came in right off the bat. Had a great start to his career. As his career started to go along there, maybe how do I say this? Choosing the right people to maybe associate with sometimes doesn't help you. And I think that happens somewhat. And Vander's not a dumb guy. He's a smart guy. So, I think it took him off rails a little bit. Then he got back going. And then obviously a little unrailing a few years ago. But, it looks like he's back. But always with me, very professional, very good. I've seen him throughout the course of my years, always talked to him. I got along great with him.
Yeah, you could have gotten him back this offseason. You could have had a reunion in Columbus, if you wanted to make that deal.
We all realize at some point, it's probably better just to remain the way it is.
Yeah, no, I get that. Hey, one guy, though, that Cam and I have never had on here, we would love to one day get him on the podcast. He's kind of fallen off the beaten path. Nobody's had him on. Nobody's heard him talk. But you only had him for 1 year, and that's Dustin Byfuglien, man.
Yeah.
And he still scored 20 goals for you as a D-man, didn't he? Like, were you like, what is this guy? Like, he's huge. He can play D. He can play forward.
He'll hurt you.
He hurts you. He can absolutely, pound the puck. Like, describe him, watching him every single day.
Well, the thing about it, Cam said it, he could hurt you. He probably carried a few extra pounds that helped him hurt you, right? But saying that, he still did everything he could do. We talk about some guys are made, if they got in better shape, would be better players. Some guys are that condition, and they're just as good. And Dustin was definitely one of those guys. Easy going guy, though. Fun to be around. Teammates loved him. When his career was coming to an end there, he just went, I'm done. See you guys. And I'm not sure who's talked to him last. We keep hearing he's living up in northern Minnesota up there.
Fishing.
Yeah.
Good guy though, really good guy.
But do you look at him like, God, if he just, maybe he's one of those freak guys that the less he does off the ice as far as workouts and whatnot, the more he just kind of is in his own zone, the better he is. But you look at a guy like that, and if he just put maybe a little bit more effort into stuff, he'd be even better, which is hard to even just.
There's lots of guys, and sure he might be one of them. You know, that's. I was trying to come up with a sport. I was trying to invent a sport that you could hunt and have to chase something, because I know he hunted everything that moved. So I was trying to figure out, okay, what would he have to chase?
Yes.
Still thinking about it. Still haven't come up with that one, but he loved to hunt and fish. That was his thing, hunt and fish, and he had a passion for it.
You ever work with Holly? Any international stuff or no?
Yeah. I can't remember 2006 when I was the GM. Was he on that team?
The Olympics?
Yeah. I had Walt.
He wasn't on that one.
No way.
No, yeah, I was gonna say
I think
that was the Arizona days.
I think he quit Gretzky's team at that point.
2 games,
9 games in or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Because I had Kachuk and Guerin, and that was kind of the end of that run of those guys.
Yeah,
they had a great run, and we had a little gap in between. You know, that's when Suter and Precy were coming, but they were young. And so the experience with Holly was when he was co-GM there, I believe in Dallas.
Yeah.
And so we had some interaction then, but cross paths with them, obviously, just in the hockey world here. But
trying to make deals with you, be like, we'll give you Madonna for.
Well, you always throw in a couple rounds at we
golf
played
course.
the golf course in Georgia, Augusta. You know, those guys always wanted to go down to play there. So you always had you give me a little extra, I'll make sure you get on Augusta.
Oh, nice.
So when you went to Carolina, like you weren't even thinking you were going to work on the hockey side, but you ended up obviously having a huge hand on the hockey side, a ton of success. I mean, you made the playoffs every year the last 6 years or so. A couple times you got to the conference final. They go back to the conference final this year with a team that, you know, you had a lot to do with. So what was it like not being involved in hockey? And was it something you always kind of kept your eye on? Like, hey, I want to get back in on the hockey side. Like, how'd that come about?
Yeah, no, when Pete Carmanis offered me the job, obviously, in 2014, when Jimmy Rutherford left and then Ron Francis became GM, you know, he said that we need to get our business in order. And so when I went there in 2014, I'll be honest, I never thought I'd be a GM again in the league. And in fact, you know, when the whole thing happened with our new owner came in and him and Ron weren't seeing eye to eye and ended up separating, you know, we tried to hire another GM. You know, I liked the role I was in. And so we interviewed multiple people, and the owner kept coming back to me saying, because he probably want to pay too many people. No, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? I kept saying no. And then fast forward that year of the lottery, we were 11th or so in the draft, and we moved up the 2 to pick up Shveshnikov. And so when I called him that night and said, hey, we just got Shveshnikov, he said, okay, good, you're the GM. And he hung up on me, and that's how I took the job.
So That's what it's like working with Tom Dundon, who's also been on this podcast. Describe what it was like working with him. And, you know, if you can, we've got a couple hours if you want to get into it.
Yeah, no, Tom's very passionate about anything he does. He's very passionate. He's all in, and you have to really appreciate that for sure. You know, first few years, pretty much, you know, he lived in Dallas, and we hired Rod. We were doing our thing, and then a lot of stuff started happening with development and talk about casinos and all this stuff. And then, so Tom started making more trips in, but you know, he's very smart. Let's just face it, very smart. Now, as in my role, you know, I had to talk to him quite a bit, and you know that's sometimes the time. You know, I talked to him an hour later. You know, he'd call again and see what I've done in the last hour. I said, well, besides talk to you, I went and got coffee, went to go to the bathroom, and now I'm talking to you again. And again, that's not a shot on him, because he's passionate about what he does. He's very knowledgeable. So we had a lot of fun. We had some tough days. I got to be honest. We had some tough days, but we had a lot of fun together, and you know, did some played a couple different golf, Cypress Point, a few places with them. We traveled a little bit, so it was a relationship that we understood where we both were. I was not a guy that when he come to town, he had his friends that he's going to go hang out with dinner and all that stuff. But working wise, he always called me his working wife. And I said, well, if you divorce me, then I want half of your money.
So
it was time for me to move on.
Was that tough for Ron to see Ron go and just kind of how that whole situation
I could
played
see
out?
I could see right off the bat because again, Tom liked to call, quite a few times a day, and Ron wasn't used to that. Pete Carmanis was very hands off, the owner of the Whalers and Hurricanes for so long. So you went from one complete style management to another style management. And, I think Ron just felt that, he was trying to get stuff done and just didn't work out.
Yeah. He's like, I can get stuff done if you stop calling me. And we're not talking.
Is that normal? I mean, is that you don't really talk to the ownership group that much, and the owners that much as a GM, multiple times a day. Maybe when it gets busy, I guess, during draft and whatnot.
There's some cities, some teams, I won't name them all, I can tell you, where they have more ownership involvement. I know when I deal with the here in Columbus, the owner I asked the owner when I went through the press conference and all that, how often you want to meet? And he said, if we could meet every other month, that'd be great. And other than he come to every game, and other than seeing him at games, his question for me was always, what can we do for you? They're very supportive. Mike Priest, who runs all their companies, 9 companies that they own, director who I report to, is the nicest man in the world. Same thing. I always feel that I don't own these teams. Whoever owns them has the right to know when we're doing something. They have that right, whether they're asking for it or not. So I'm very big about anything that we're doing or going to do, even when it comes to staffing versus trades and all that. They're going to know about way before we do it.
Yeah. That's probably the way it should be. But I guess when you own the team, you can do whatever you want at the same time too, right? So, but I hear that about the Priest family. I hear they're, unbelievable people and super nice. I got to ask you this. Gustav Forsling. So what happened there? So you put him on waivers. I mean, he's turned into one of the best defensemen in the league. Obviously, you look at what he's doing with Florida. There's obviously a reason as to why you did it. I mean, was there not a place for him? Explain that decision. And when did you know that was a mistake?
Before we did it, I knew it was going to be a mistake. We were in a situation where we had, I don't even remember all the guys, Slavin and Pesci and as a coaching staff, and obviously I'm not blaming the coaches by any means, but they just felt that he was the odd guy out at that time. And so we got put in a situation, and I can remember saying, we're going to regret this down the road. And some people thought he might slide through waivers. So, at the end of the day, it's my decision. I take full blame for it because I'm the one that has to make that decision and do it. And, am I surprised that he's turned out the way he is? Probably, I'd have to say, if I could ever project that, then I would have had to put my foot down hard. But I'm not surprised that he turned out to be a good player.
So that was just a numbers game, huh? But what did you see from him back then, though? I mean, what's been the biggest improvement in his game now that, he maybe didn't have the opportunity to show because he wasn't given the role or the minutes to be able to show what kind of player he could be,
When I watch him, what I really watch him is, we always knew his hockey sense was good, but his confidence is so high. I watch him make plays, and I'm like, I know his hockey sense is good, but he wouldn't have made this 10 years ago until he got more comfortable in the league and that. So, to me, his hockey sense is great, moves the puck great, skates good. He brings all the elements, and he's a great teammate, a great guy. So you put all those elements together. I'm not surprised he's had the success he's had. And let's go back. Remember what I said before about GM. Sometimes we make good decisions. Sometimes we make bad. I'm going to be on record on that.
Yeah, I know. And he's gone on to Florida where they've won a bunch of cups and whatnot. So obviously, more and more people talk about it. The Kakiniemi offer, I've always found that one interesting. whose idea was it to give him the $20 signing bonus? I mean, that was Sebastian Aho's number. Montreal signed Aho to an offer sheet a few years before that. You guys matched it and kept him. So whose idea was it then to sign Kakaniemi and say, oh, we're going to give you a $20 signing bonus, what happens to be Aho's number?
Yeah, I think there's probably 20 people that take credit for that, but I think somebody on our marketing department, our chief market officer, landed the idea. A lot of people want to take credit for it, not me, but I think that's where it came from. And it was, we kind of knew this was coming down, that we were going to do it. So they were going to have, and that's the other thing I'll say about Tom. He allows you to do things like that, have some fun. There's probably some ownerships that probably wouldn't want to do that. He wanted to have some fun with it, so he allowed them to do it. But yeah, that was an interesting time.
But as an old school guy, you didn't have a problem with that, right? I mean, you were...
I mean, at that point, the ship had sailed. So
yeah,
I always said, you pick your battles, right? That wasn't a battle that I was going to die on. It was a little fun going back and forth, but there's bigger things that I had to worry about beside that.
So how do you view the offer sheet, and what made you, how'd you identify Kakaniemi as a guy? I mean, it was a 1-year deal, right? So
yeah.
At 6.1, I don't think you were looking to pay him $6 million plus for the duration of his time there in Carolina. So a 1-year deal. I guess that kind of that assures you that you're going to get the player. If you're going to sign a player to an offer sheet, you want to make sure you get him, right?
Yeah, and Burge was a GM at that time. We tried to work out a trade, and it didn't work out. And I know he wasn't happy at the time, and I wouldn't be either. But when we didn't work it out, we knew, when you got a player that you go out, and it happens, the few offer sheets we've had, there, and the team acquires a player, and even though it's 1-year deal, there's going to be some loyalty from that agent and player to stay with that team. There's no doubt about it. So, KK was, I think, the 3rd overall pick. Whether he is the 3rd overall pick today, that doesn't matter, because the draft always changes, as you know. But, at the time, it was a guy that said, hey, at 21 years old, we have an opportunity to make this pitch. Let's go for it.
So what did Bergevin say? He call you and curse you out? Was he that angry about it, or what?
No, Berge and I, we talked it out. We knew what the compensation was going to be. So that's the good thing. It's a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I think it was. So what the compensation is. So we were trying to, he wasn't saying no about training. We were trying to figure out, obviously a 1st and maybe a prospect. We were trying to work out maybe a deal before I got there. But I think, at the end of the day, I think for their end, they figure they're going to get their picks. And, I can't say what they're thinking, but use those assets for other things.
And getting back to Forsling, I mean, listen, that can happen, and not to the same level, but you got Dante Fabro this past year off waivers too, right? Pretty good player. Yeah. You just extended him. So players will fall through the cracks. I mean, you got to be scanning that waiver wire every single day, aren't you?
Well, I built our team last year. I picked up Aston Reese. I picked up Fabro, somebody else that we picked up. But, it goes back to the Forsling, now the Fabro. It's all about fit. When I was in Carolina, we had the bubble. We played Nashville all the time. At that time, Fabro was playing with Yossi, and he played really good. And then as a couple of the other guys the young kids started to develop and come in there, Fabro got pushed back, and he wasn't as good 3rd pairing guy that he was as a 1st pairing guy. And so when we were talking about picking him up, I said to our coaches, if we pick him up, you got to play him with Werenski. We were looking for somebody to play with Werenski at the time. I said, you got to play with Werenski. 10 games from now, maybe you realize he can't play with him, but he played his best hockey in Nashville, playing with one of the best defensemen in the league. So obviously we brought him in, and they put him with Werenski, and the rest is history. Now he goes from 2.5 being on waivers to signing whatever it was, $18 million, whatever it was, $17 million deal.
Werenski, man.
I was just going to ask about him. Man, is he a damn good player? Seems like a quiet kid, too. How is he?
Well, I just got married Saturday, so very great wedding for him. A lot of our players were there. But I had Zach with the U.S. teams and the NTD program years ago. And the one thing about Zach is, as you said, he's a very, very quiet guy. but a really good guy. This year with everything that happened to our franchise, he took this team on his shoulders. If you look at October, November, December, I'm not sure. I mean, people at that time were giving him the Norris Trophy, which, Makar was maybe a little slower out of the block there, but nobody's going to beat Makar. But Werenski carried our team, and he became much more vocal of a leader. Obviously, we had Sean Monahan and Boone Jenner, Brunson. We had a lot of this credit. I always said what happened this year, because we had some tough start, as we all know, but we had some tough injuries during the year. The leadership group that we had of this team is one of the best I've ever been around. Mm-hmm. They all cared about each other. They were a close-knit group, and I think that's why we made a run at the end and potentially to make the playoffs, but we fell short.
Yeah. I know Cam does too, man. We had him on. We love that Olivier too, who just extended also. So, I mean, those are the type of players you need, right, to kind of hold everything together.
I tried to trade for this guy for 5 years, so I only knew him as a player. Getting to know him as a person this year, one of the best human beings you could ask for. Legitimately one of the tougher guys in the league. But the one thing that I knew, and he proved it again this year, he can play. I think he had 18 goals, and people are shocked by the goals. I said, don't be shocked. He's got better hands than you think. So getting him signed, he was the first guy I signed for during the season, the only one that was coming up to be free, because he is so important to our hockey club. And when I talk about leadership of our team, he's a guy that really, him and I got to know each other a lot. We talked a lot. When he's playing 7-8 minutes a night, it's hard to become a leader of a team. Mm-hmm. But now he's playing 15, 16 minutes, killing penalties, the odd power play. He had it in him, but he needed that opportunity to get it out, and he did this year. And I can't say enough good things about him.
Listen, you've experienced so much stuff, and the Johnny Gaudreau, situation is just something people just couldn't even fathom, and you just stepped into the organization and you're dealing with that. Did the Dan Snyder situation from years ago with Danny Heatley, did that help prepare you for something like this, or are they completely different? Like, explain how you are still helping people around you get through it.
You hate to say help, because you hope you never have to deal with this once, let alone twice, but I haven't gone through it. I think I had a pretty good idea of what we needed to do. And one of the biggest things that we wanted to do from a team standpoint is get our guys together right away, which we did. Guys came in town within a couple days, and we sat in that locker room for hours, not working out, not doing anything, just talking, letting the players, we had staff in there, and then we'd leave it to players only, because everybody grieves differently. Some people are very emotional outward. Some people keep it in, go home and grieve. We all grieve differently. So we wanted to make sure that we were there for anybody that needed it and spend as much time as we can together. And we did the same thing back with Danny Snyder stuff. And then, how do you take that focus to playing games? And we talked about it. We knew it was going to be hard, but I give all the credit to Meredith. Meredith said at the funeral, she said at opening night, Johnny wants you guys to play hockey. I want you to play hockey. Go play hockey. So when you hear words like that, I still get goosebumps when I talk about it, because it just meant so much to us. I must have repeated that 500 times this year. And I think that was a big help for our team. Like we said, there's not a day, a minute that goes by without thinking about Johnny. But those 60 minutes when we're on the ice actually playing, we're playing for Johnny. So to me, it goes back to Meredith, it goes back to the leadership of our team and how we stuck together.
Yeah. I mean, just, terrible for the entire hockey world, whether you knew Johnny or not. I think you were, impacted by it in some shape or form. If you're a hockey fan, when you got the call about Dan Snyder, remind me what time of the year that was. Was that during the season, or was that during the off season?
Training camp. That actually, we had an event that night, a season ticket holder event, and we had a GM meeting the next day in Toronto. So I took a 9:30 flight, landed in Toronto at 11:30. By the time I landed back then, they didn't have all the communication on the planes. When I landed, 11:30 is when I got a notice to call Stan Kasten, who was my boss at the time. And then it was really, so because obviously he was in a coma, still alive. So in the morning, the first flight back was 6 o'clock. I just stayed at the airport all night. But on that flight at 6:00 was the Snyder family because they were coming out of, north of Toronto there. So we all flew back together and obviously went to the hospital. But it was during training camp. I think it was, he had just that story. I'm not trying to go off here, but that night we had our season ticket holder event. I told Danny Snyder that night, Cam's been through this, where the player, he had never been told to get a place. And I told him that night, go get a place in Atlanta. And his parents were talking about the next day that he was so excited. He called him that night and said, I made the team. I could go get a place. And then unfortunately the accident, and then, went into a coma and never came out of it.
So you knew you had to trade Danny, or was that something that the two sides kind of spoke about together? He wanted to be traded. You felt like it was best to move on. Like, how were you able to come to that conclusion?
The whole year went through because obviously he was hurt. He came back right toward the end of the year. We had conversations at that time. JP Barry, I believe, at that time. And, the same thing I've said recently about a player that has to be traded. You can talk about asking to be traded, but you got to have two things. You have to have a trading partner, and you have to have a value of what this player is. So when Marian Hossa was in Ottawa and they're having a tough time getting an extension done in that. So when I talked to, I think it was John Muckler, if I remember right, John Muckler, and so we started talking, and they thought Hossa, I had taken a little bit more from them. So I took Greg DeFry, Groot Freeze, and Hossa for Healy. And, I think it all worked out for everybody. I think it was good for Danny to get a change of scenery too, instead of coming to the rink, same, every day. He lived it through the whole trial, everything that happened. But being able to go to Ottawa and start playing hockey and living his life, and us getting Hossa, who was outstanding for us, I think worked out for everybody.
You're a part of the 98 team too. I guess Konstantinov as well. That all went down right after the first Stanley Cup they had. But that team as a whole, my gosh almighty, the big dogs on that team, they were just, were you around the rink a lot? Were you talking to the guys? Having Stevie Y. Eisman as a captain, you look back on that roster, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I actually got hired. I knew I was coming there. Kenny had offered me the job, but when the season had ended, so the 96, 97, 97 was the summer of the accident. I joined them that summer prior, right after they had won the Cup, and then was there for the 97, 98. So that group of players, though, it was funny because Steve Eisman, the ultimate leader you could ask for, and then you had Nick Lidstrom, the 3 doors from me, and I didn't know it when I bought my house. But if you're going to live close to a player, that's the one you want to live close, because you never see him
or hear him,
or hear him, And then you go on with the Fedorov, Fatithov, Larry Ognoff. Kozlov. I ended up with Kozlov in Atlanta. And what a special group. And let's give credit to Scotty Bowman. Him and Jimmy Devellano and Ken Holland put the team together, and Scotty had to coach them, and Scotty had his way of coaching his team. And he might not have been the most popular coach by his players, but he got the most out of his players.
What was Hossa when you got him, though, in that trade? Like, did you know he was going to be the Hall of Famer? He's arguably the greatest two-way player in the history of the game. He's certainly up there. He was unbelievable.
I can't say that I knew he'd be as good as he was, but when you start watching a player again every night instead of watching him 2 or 3 times a year, you realize, boy, this guy is smooth. I've never seen a guy be able to pick pocket somebody from behind like he could. The other guy that always comes to mind is Datsyuk, could do it. But Hossa was incredible how because he wouldn't let you know he's there. Like when you're going off the ice, and Cam, you've been there, and you're chasing somebody and you're whacking him on the pants, or whacking. He wouldn't do any of that. He would just keep skating until he got to a point where he knew he could steal the puck. And most of the time, the guy didn't even know he was there. So he was sneaky about it. But yeah, unbelievable guy, great person, and a great player.
And he was strong too, and I think he
unbelievable.
You try to go bump the puck off him, and he's going to put you on your ass. And a little bit of a wake-up call. Didn't get rid of the puck. He's, man, oh, man,
Yeah.
fantastic player.
Yeah, a couple more things for you. We'll let you go, man. You've been great.
Thanks,
we
Don.
appreciate it. What happened with the Adam Fox situation? Did you ever think you were going to be able to keep him, or when you acquired him from Calgary, you knew you were going to have to move him? Like he only wanted to play with the Rangers? Like, explain how that went down.
Yeah, it's not quite what we were told. We met on the draft floor that day with Calgary, and then knew that we could make a trade, and met with the agent. My owner was there, actually, the three of us, and he said that if we trade for him, he'll absolutely sign with us. And so obviously we traded, Lindholm and, with all the guys, and we got Hamilton and Fox and
Noah Hannafin, right?
Hannafin and Lindholm. And then we got Ferland, I think.
Yeah.
If I remember right, Ferland, Hamilton, and Fox. And then, so everything was good. We had development camp. Adam was there. And then about 2 weeks later, the agent called and said that we changed our mind. We don't want to sign. We want to go with the Rangers. So, yeah, you remember those things, that's for sure. And so, then I can't remember, was it Jeff at that time? Or was it Chris? I can't remember. It must have been Jeff that we had to do the deal with. And it was hard because, we had a certain value that we felt in this player. Again, probably not the extent that he became, winning the Norris Trophy and all that. But so it was, at the end of the day, we felt, all right, we got to make the trade.
Yeah, because I guess these college kids can hold some leverage, right? Because they can just say, oh, we're just going to go play out our 4-year career in college and then become a free agent. Now you get nothing, right?
Well, yeah, and it's even worse because now they can come out, even last year before the new rules, the players can come off 3 years. So we had it last year with Morrow, the defenseman, because he was going to graduate earlier, unbeknownst to anybody. And then, if we didn't get him signed by that August 15th, he would have been free. So there's loopholes. Hopefully we're closing some of it, but now we all are going to know what the rules are going forward.
Were you aware the Patrick Laine situation this past year when he came in? I mean, the crowd's booing him. Your team's going after him. Because you weren't there last year, right? But what were like? Did they kind of get you up to speed as to what was going on between him and the rest of the team entering that game after he made some comments?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we all hear things, and I'm a big believer that if I wasn't there, I don't always trust everything you hear, but. So I was kind of neutral to it until then. I think it was the game day or the night before he came out with some comments, and it didn't even faze me at first, but it really, our team, his past teammates, they did not like it. I walked out of that locker room, and you guys know what locker rooms are, and they had it was right there on the bulletin board, and I'm not saying anybody's going to go out to hurt him that night, but they were going to go out and get every chance to hit him. They were going to, and I think he lasted one period and ended up calling it a night.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about
had enough.
Your team this year. I love some of your young players, man. Kent Johnson, huge fan of. I think he got hurt early last year, but he got off to a great start, and then he got hurt, and he came back, and I feel like he's always on the highlight reel. He scores some unbelievable goals. So where's the team this year? Dean Evison obviously was a great coach for you. We had him on here. I told him when he came on, hey, he was going to get a job. And when you hired him, he sent me a text. He goes, I appreciate that. You got me a job. So after he came on when he was looking for a job. So just joking around about that. But how do you look at your team heading into year 2 for you in Columbus?
Yeah, first when you had Dean on there, you probably had to bleep every other word.
Oh, he did. We did.
We loved it. You can cuss on here.
You can cuss on here, though, so he doesn't care.
I've been around a lot of guys. He could bleep the most I've ever been with. He
ever punch you?
No. I don't socialize as much, because he's on the golf course every day, and I keep telling him I have a job to do. He keeps saying, come out there and play. So this year's team. So you go back last year, forget about the start of the year. Then we lost Boone Jenner night before opening night, and then come back to March. We lost Brunson 3 games into it. Ken Johnson went out for 5 weeks. Chinnikov went out we all have injuries, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when you tie on, what happened in the summertime and that, it was a tough year that, keeping guys healthy. And we brought some young kids up that really did a good job for us. We're encouraged by how we finished last year. And, I didn't feel a need to make a lot of changes. Want to make some things. I think we wanted a right-hand shot center. We brought in Charlie Coyle. We really thought, we like our centers, but everybody was left-handed. We weren't very good on the right dot. And then, Miles Wood is an energy guy that I thought we could use on our fourth line. Then we brought in Lundstrom, who's a very responsible analytics, which I know Cam, you and I talk about analytics probably like it's what's analytics to us, but his analytics are very good. And we think he's actually got more upside. I know he scored 15 or something a few years ago than what he's been given here lately. But what's important is if you look at that free agent list, top 4 guys, or approximately top 4, maybe there'll be some debate. 3 returned to Florida, 1 got traded to Vegas, and that's why it was important for us. We had Provolov and Fabro to get those guys signed, because we couldn't go backwards in the D. Actually, I thought our D was pretty good last year. I thought we needed to be better at time and goal, and we scored a lot of goals last year. It was the most goals we've ever scored as a franchise. So just felt that, add a little pieces here, the Coil, the Miles, and try to keep the rest of the guys. I think it was, to be fair to these guys at what they did last year for us, I felt that we got to give them another chance to take that next step.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys do, man.
too.
I love watching your team play, and especially with everything they've been through.
Absolutely.
We were really pulling for Columbus. Hey, last thing for you. Atlanta's talking about coming into the NHL. Like, why didn't it work the first time? And what would make you think it could work the second time? I guess it would be in a different area of the.
Yeah. So I can remember asking Ted Turner when I got there why they built the building downtown, because nobody lived downtown. And he said, Don, if I don't build it downtown has no chance. And he was right. They end up with the World of Coke headquarters, and then the big SeaWorld attraction down there, and downtown's hopping down. But it's not a place that people want to come down 41 nights a year. The baseball team, the Braves, used to be just outside of downtown Fulton County Stadium. They moved north out of the city of Atlanta, and they built this area called the Battery. Probably heard about it, and they sell it every night. Well, the arena, the gentleman's trying to do it now, from what I understand. I don't know the person. I know people that know him. He's a little further north of that. I can remember when I was there, 80% of our season ticket holders, and we didn't have that many, so be quiet, don't comment about that.
How many is 80%?
80% of them came from north of the city. If you go further south, you had some, and then a little bit to the east and west, but it's all the areas north of the city, and I still go there, travel there. My daughter and 2 grandkids still live there, so that's the start. And then let's go back to the ownership group. I really think our first 4 or 5 years with Ted Turner, we drew well. Things were going right along, and then we hit the lockout, and then we had an ownership switch. And I think that was the end of the Thrashers at that point. I kind of knew that in 07, 08 season. That it was going to be tough for us to make it there. So I think one of the largest TV markets without a team, obviously an NHL team. Very, very deep pocket owners with the potential of a new arena in a different area, which I think is a must. So it's got a chance if we're going to expand, and I don't know if we're going to for sure, but you have to get. Would think they'd have to get a look at that city just because of what the city can offer.
Yeah, makes sense.
Huge. A lot of money.
You had so many great players there. I got to give our guy Scott Mellenby a shout out too, because he was there forever with you.
Great. All these St. Louis guys, right?
I know.
I'll give Eric Bolton a shout out too. I know Bolton's there for. That's my boy.
Yeah,
I love them.
Have you ever seen his kids play?
He sends it to me every single night, every fight, every suspension. I go, they need to calm their ass down a little bit.
Yeah, they're fun to watch, that's for sure. Eric's not one of my favorite guys. Just showed up every day, did his job. I can remember real quick. I know you guys got to go.
No, you're fine.
You're good.
would remember that I think it was 05, 04 or 05 when the minimum salaries got raised in the new CBA. I think I was paying Eric again. He'll know better. I will 180 or something, and the league mandated 400,000, and he had another year left. I can remember calling my office. I said, I'm not giving you the. I had no choice, of course. I said, I'm not. How do I pay you $400,000? You're a $160,000 player. You're overpaid at that. Yeah, we had some fun with that. So I always joke. He got the biggest raise of any player in the NHL that year because he had to go from the minimum to the next minimum. And, we talk about that all the time. He's a great guy, great family.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
I love it.
Donnie, good luck to you, man. We really appreciate the time.
I enjoyed it a lot. If I can help you guys out, then don't be a stranger.
Yeah, we'll see you during the season.
Good luck to you.
Thank you,
Donnie.
Thank
you.
you.
All right, Donnie. Take care. The Chemistry Podcast is brought to you by Bellman. BEHLMANN. Bellman Automotive. Located where?
Troy,
Missouri. Buick GMC on one side of the street. Right on the other side, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get yourself some new wheels in time for the winter. That was Donnie Waddell. Hope you enjoyed that.
Dang. What is that? What is that? Is there a fire in here?
Just opened up my cooler from True Float.
Yeah, baby. I see.
Condensation.
Is that what happened? Really?
Oh, whew. It's like a freezer in there, dude. You ever opened up your freezer in the heat?
Yeah, okay. That's right. You're damn right. Yep. Hopefully it's working right now. I don't know what's going on with my goddamn house.
AI predicts the top 10 NHL players 10 years from now.
Oh.
And Donnie Waddell was fantastic, by the way. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Great stories, up and down.
Guy's been in the game a long time,
all
man.
over.
You know.
Did you know about the Adam Fox situation?
Not really. That was
interesting.
Yeah, totally. And he's been through a lot of weird things too. He comes in with with not weird, but terrible.
No, like tragedy,
like tragic shit. Johnny Gaudreau to, of course, in Ottawa, and of course,
Danny
Heatley.
Yeah, and Dan Snyder.
Yeah, what year was that? Was that 03?
No, I believe it was coming. I don't remember.
I don't think I was in the league yet. I was in 05, so it was before that.
Though, and I remember.
If only you would have played one game like he did. I was going to say,
but it was terrible.
Like Donnie Waddell.
But
what year was that?
I remember shortly the season after Danny Heatley had passed away. There was somebody.
Danny didn't pass away.
No, after Dan Snyder passed away. I'm sorry. Tragic situation.
Horrible.
Tragic situation. But I remember Dan Snyder was super close, like best friends with a blues player. And
who?
I gotta remember.
Yeah. I'm sure he was, man.
And his parents came to St. Louis.
Well,
and he was. They came to practice. I remember talking to his parents.
Really?
They came to a game. I wasn't working television or anything. I was like writing and breaking stories and stuff like that. Breaking every story back then. So no.
What's sad about this is though, Don, like when you're a young kid and the GM comes up to you and says, "Go get a place," it's the best feeling in the world. And he just did that with Dan Snyder, and he was so pumped up. He talked to his parents.
I just remember how.
And then they were at a.
And I hear amazing things about Danny Heatley too. By the way, you know what I'm saying? Like
people love him.
This guy, his teammates absolutely love this guy, and it's tragedy all around, man. But obviously, we lost a life.
He was around when Konstantinov was in a wheelchair when they won. They wheeled him around in a wheelchair after they won the second Stanley Cup.
Assistant GM in Detroit. People may not even remember that.
I know.
Or know that.
Guy's been in the game a long. He almost made the 1980s Olympic team.
We didn't even talk to him about that.
Like what happened?
He broke his leg or something.
Fuck me. Could you imagine? Okay, this guy's been in the league a long time. But if he was a fucking 1980s Olympic
everyone would he'd be household.
He wouldn't even have to work. Not that he wouldn't.
No, he would. Everyone else?
Meaning like you would.
Everyone else who was on that team had to work. Why wouldn't he have to work?
You could sign autographs and do your thing. Not everyone. You're right. No,
everyone else is working, including the one guy who's made the most money off of that team.
Ruzzioni.
Michael Ruzzioni. He's got to work. He gets paid a lot of money for his work.
My point is,
you'll have a bad point.
Bad point. You're right.
He'd never have to work a day in his life.
No, you would have to. You could do so many different things.
No,
You wouldn't have to be a GM.
He'd
you
be
could
a part of that.
You could. There's so many different avenues when you're in that team. I would guess.
Okay.
So yeah, I fucked that up.
Yeah.
And we're not going to delete that.
Okay.
You know.
But a very tragic situation, and we think about everybody that's involved, and I hope this doesn't bring up like trigger people to remember some of these situations. But
Well, it does, but sometimes it's to go back and remember something that was tragic that you had to go through. It's just interesting to hear the story.
yeah,
You know,
and he's been
Of course
through
I know.
that situation.
a couple times.
Never prepares you for what took place last summer with Johnny Goodrow. We just hit the 1-year anniversary, man.
Yeah.
I think about his wife and kids all the time too. So,
Brutal, absolutely brutal. We do root for Columbus, like honestly.
we said it all year long.
You know, I like a lot of the
and their
players. on the
PR
team.
staff is great, dude.
Yeah,
They
we like the
they
coach.
help us,
We like the GM.
and we
like
like
the players.
Olivier and
Olivier and those guys
Wierenski
are
and all
awesome.
these guys.
You know, I like to get Wierenski on. I like
And
how
I'd like to see Don Waddell win a Stanley Cup, man.
Yeah, sure, goddamn right. Or at least to start getting competitive to where people are talking
in the
about
playoffs.
you. Like, yeah, win the Stanley Cup. Okay, well, but more like be fucking in the mix.
Jody
for-
Shelley, is our guy.
Jody Shelley, Jared Bowl,
Jared Bowl.
cool cats,
You
dude.
should have pumped
Ricky
his
Nash.
tire. Why didn't you pump his tires?
I don't know. He didn't deal with Jared Bowl.
Still on the staff, isn't he?
Yeah, I could have Jody too. You know, we did good.
Why didn't you do that?
I don't know.
Jesus.
We talked to somebody else about him as well, so it's all good. Oh, my bad on that. My
Did
bad.
you know that Gustav Forsling was involved
Yeah.
with that?
I did know.
You didn't.
We talked about this before.
Yeah. I know.
So, yeah, that's a tough one to swallow. He said he told the coaches, and the coaches were like, no, and it could be a numbers game. We've seen this with tons of people. You know what I mean? Like, it's a numbers game. Like, you're not there yet, but you're going to be there.
Yeah.
It happens all the time, with especially defensemen, too. Like, you just.
Yeah.
Andy, like.
Oh, come on,
See,
dude.
that's what that Andy, when you try to make a point with something, when it comes to hockey, he denounces you.
No,
Because he thinks he's better than you. Like, my point on this defenseman is not
Dude,
valid.
no, it's good.
That's what
dude.
Andy does.
Oh my
you know.
God. How could you say that? Okay.
What do you mean?
AI
Go, motherfucker.
predicts top 10 players 10 years from now. Who's the best player 10 years from now?
Celebrini.
Landon DuPont.
Jesus. I mean, go ahead.
Number 2, Maddox Schultz.
Okay.
Number 3,
Celebrini.
Number 4, big name right now.
How old?
Big name who's going to be the first overall pick next year. Number 4, it's going to be the first overall pick next year.
That's going back to college?
He just
That's in college?
announced he's going to college, to Penn State.
Matthews?
Gavin McKenna.
McKenna.
You think Austin Matthews is going to Penn State?
No.
next year?
I was mixing the name up. Go ahead.
Okay. Gavin McKenna.
Yeah, this is a tough list.
Dude,
I'm
come
sorry.
on. Number 5. Surprised you haven't said this yet.
Bedard?
Yeah, Connor Bedard. Good, Cam.
Thank you. Like I'm fucking fuck this fucking game.
Number
Like I'm Ty. He treats me like I'm Ty.
number 6.
Or a kid that like is like a young rookie in the radio that doesn't know hockey and has to keep up.
Okay, number
That's
6.
what you treat-
Number 6.
I have no idea.
This guy's really good. He looks like he's 12 years old. He had a picture of him and his date,
Hudson.
Lane Hudson. Did you see him getting ready for his
He's
tie?
getting married?
No, he was going to a wedding. His
Oh, yeah.
tie was tied up to it.
He don't give a fuck. He's a pimp.
He had his girlfriend with him.
Probably a beautiful woman.
Of course.
Beautiful.
Number 7, this guy was drafted high in this past draft. Number 7, coming in at number 7, Cam.
I don't know.
High in this past draft, coming in at number 7,
I don't know. Who?
Michael Misa.
Misa.
Number 8, still in the top 10 years from now. Who you going with?
Still in the top
Still
10.
in the top 10 years from now. Number 8, still in the top 10 years from now.
Mm.
Connor McDavid.
Oh, okay. We're counting that?
Number 9, we got 2 more to go. Plays for Utah. Very good player. University
Keller?
of Minnesota.
Oh, no.
Played on the same line with Matthew Nyes
Cooley.
and Jimmy Snuggerud. Logan Cooley. Good, Cam.
I'm done with
I'm
this
giving you
stupid
the answers
fucking
to the
game.
test,
I need to
dude.
get home.
Last one, he's in Montreal. Everyone goes crazy when like he's playing 3-on-3 scrimmage and like makes a pass. They're like, "Oh my god!"
Sofosky?
No,
Oh,
Demidov.
oh yeah. Well, he did look pretty goddamn good.
Dude, his
He looked
pass the other
big.
day was amazing. Ivan.
I did okay.
Ivan
That was a
Demidov.
tough.
Yeah, so
like,
that's
I
number-
don't know if you would have been.
No, that's not
I
bad.
fucked up the. I don't know. I fucked one up bad, but
No, you did a pretty good job at that.
just throwing that at me.
Do you
I
know
don't
Ovechkin, his first time ever golfing, he got a hole-in-one?
No, it wasn't. No.
What's the story with that?
You know, when you're a celebrity, which you have never been
Fill us in.
or ever will be, in anything like this when it comes to golf tournaments, like you are the celebrity at the hole. And the hole that he was at, that he stays at the whole day while a tournament goes on, he was a guy that you paid for so he could hit a ball for you. And he did it all day, and then finally one went in. Does
The
that make
guy
sense?
came in.
Listen to me. Why don't you put your damn phone down
I'm
and let
looking
me
for other lists. Let's see if there's
So
any other ones.
look,
Yeah.
you know when there's a tournament going on. All the fucking Washington players are at every single hole. He's at one particular hole. It's a par 3.
Yeah.
If they come up, he gets to hit a ball for you in the tournament. And he's like this every time, for 18 fucking holes. And all of a sudden, one time he hit one and it went in. So technically,
Who, the other guy?
Ovi. Ovi hits every single hole. He's at the hole the whole time. You don't know shit about shit.
Oh, he stays at the third hole at the par 3.
Par 3 hole the whole game, the whole time. He's sitting under a tree with 5 different people.
But he still got a hole-in-one on his first time golfing.
But it's not considered a hole-in-one. He's fucking hitting it 50 times over. It's not playing in a goddamn. You don't know
okay,
shit.
fine. Okay.
God,
I've never done that.
God,
though.
Andy doesn't even realize he treats you like you're but then he is. You can't have a conversation.
I've never gotten a hole-in-one.
I know you haven't.
Neither of you.
Those raggedy ass club. No, I haven't.
No, you
Not
haven't.
even close.
I'll get one before you.
Yeah, not even close. I don't think.
No, I'll get one for you. Firstform.com/Cam and Strick.
You're a good athlete.
All right, Cam, use our link and use it today. Firstform.com/Cam and Strick. You can get some great energy drinks like this. You can get protein powder. You can get apparel. Cam wears their clothes every single
Every day,
man.
man.
And there's
Goddamn
nothing
right.
wong with that
No,
because they're so damn
they're
comfortable.
damn good. I
Big
love
shout
it.
out to Nick and Christy once again on the
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
on them having a
keep
baby.
breeding.
Oh, did you see the gender reveal? Because that was
Yeah, he had a mom.
we didn't know that last week.
Yeah,
He's having a girl. He's a
little
girl dad,
girl daddy.
like
you know.
Cam is with his
Mhm, I know.
dogs.
Doggies. They're not happy right now because they can't go downstairs.
Did I hear you the other day? I was talking to you. The dog was drinking from the toilet.
Yeah, she got in the toilet.
Does that happen often?
No.
Does she leave a trail all over the ground when she gets out of there?
She just like goes in there real quick. We have water everywhere. Sometimes she just Luna.
Make sure you're flushing and stuff now every
I
time you
do.
go
Thank
because
you.
when the dog's getting in there, it's be kind of.
I can't wait to go in your house
What do you mean?
if you ever let me in.
If I ever let you in, I
you
will.
ever
I
let me
will
in.
let you in. We're looking for a new couch right now, actually.
Good.
Yeah.
That's cool. People care about that. Go.
Okay. Firstform.com/Cam and Strick.
Hell yeah.
Hat launch, baby. America's #1 source for customized hats is.
Hat launch.
You can get it in 2 weeks. Put your business on a hat. Put your logo on
We
a
got
hat. If
commercial
you don't
coming
have
up.
a logo, they'll create a logo for you.
Yep. They do a good job. 2
We got a
weeks.
new video
boom.
coming out with hat launch too. Looking forward to that. True Float again. Put a cooler full of ice from True Float
With your logo.
TRU with your logo on it next to a Yeti cooler. Let
And
it
see what
sit
lasts
in the
longer.
heat and let's
Yeah,
see.
no doubt.
And go find out for yourself.
My hot ass garage.
And you're spending more money for a Yeti.
Yeah, exactly.
Spend less and get True Float.
Shit
The
kicking
best
Canadian
coolers
boys.
you can find.
Damn right.
TRU Float.
True Float.
TRU Float.
Yeah. That's how you spell it.
Shilly Plastering. Get plastered with Shilly Plastering.
Hell yeah. Best in the business. Right here in St. Louis.
Pebble Tech Technology.
Been around a long time.
Long time.
His daddy coached me in AAA too. Davey, what's up,
What's
baby?
up, baby?
What's up? I was fucking crushing guys. Taking a lot of penalties, scoring a lot of goals. No big deal.
Were
Love
you?
you, Dave. No, you were, though.
I scored a lot of
I know.
goals.
That's why you went from boom, boom, boom.
Blue Note Roofing. 314-920-5713. Cam.
There it is.
What's the phone number?
314-920-5713. That's Dave Novak. Knows his hockey, too.
Yes, he does.
A lot of roofs got
He
done fucked
predicted
up with
the
this tornado
Suter
season.
Signing. Pius Suter.
Pew Suter. But there's a lot of roofs that are done fucked up.
Yes.
How about your neighbor call?
God, he needs to call. I told him.
That's what you should do.
And he's like, no, the owners say they got somebody. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Coming on the way.
Yeah.
Let
Gutters,
Davey fucking
soffit,
take care of
fascia.
That's what you need them for right now.
gutters, roofing, soffit, fascia.
Yep.
Siding,
whatever,
it
all that
is
stuff.
that you need. Sparks, baby. Don't trust others
No.
to sharpen your skates. You want to ruin your tournament, want to ruin your game, want to ruin your weekend, want to ruin your season.
your kid's gonna blow a tire and fall into the boards.
Like, why is your kid falling everywhere?
Why is he falling? And he could be really good, and he falls
And
on
you know
because
what?
his skates suck.
And you
I'm
may
gonna look at him like he's not very
you may
good.
get cut from the team.
No
because of it.
shit. No, seriously. If you're slipping and sliding over the goddamn place,
And
you
you
look
got
foolish.
Seth sharpening your skates. Do it yourself. Get a Sparks.
You
Use our
ain't-
promo code and save more money than Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Just don't even be around Seth.
Use the
For a
promo code
lot
Cam and
of
Strick.
reasons. A lot of reasons. So,
Yes.
lot of reasons.
Jersey Generator, promo code Cam10 or Andy10. You
Right
can
here.
get it in white. You can get it in blue. You can create your
Badass.
own jersey.
You can create whatever you
if
want.
you want a Cam and Strick jersey, though, they'll hook
Look at
you
these.
up with one.
Look, badass. Go on YouTube and check
Yeah,
this out.
yeah.
Like and subscribe.
But Mark just flat out getting it done. And again, they got the nice logo here.
Damn
They
good
can put
logo.
your logo on there. He can help create a logo for you. He creates the color combinations for you, help you create the
We've
color
never
combinations.
had anybody really be successful whenever they put this on anything for us.
No, like
this particular
hats,
logo.
It just doesn't
It
come
looked
out.
terrible, and then he did this with this jersey. It looks badass.
That's why we have other hats and stuff like that that have like
Yeah.
the cursive writing or like maybe
Yeah.
a different logo from Hat Launch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it is tough for it to,
stuff. Yeah, there's a
to-
lot going on.
to come through.
Andy's jawline and
Yeah.
his ears. His ears stick out.
How dare you? How dare you say that?
You know.
Again, we thank
Thank you.
Donnie Waddell.
Thank you.
And we wish the Columbus Blue Jackets all the
Yeah,
best
I
for
know.
pulling for them.
We love you guys.
And everybody affiliated with that organization. So, hey, for Cam, I'm Andy. And
See, dudes.
hang on.
Here, hold on. Show it. Andy's like this. He had like a little bit of a like looking at the camera, like I know what's going on.
Oh,
Like
God.
I know I'm gonna post this.
no
Love you guys.
chance.
See
No
ya.
chance.
Yerk! Let's go! Cam's a shit kicker, 2 bombs in the lead. Soul Dragon Cougars, no time for fatigue. And he's a shit talker, stirring up the show. Never played a shift, but he's ready to go. Mic check, 4 check, here comes show.